Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Rating into Sassy Charlie. Okay. Oh dear God. Oh my. Come on, Stream Elements, where the hell are you? Right. Anybody watching the VODs is going to be going to find this pretty fucking well. Just, come on, no swearing. We're doing the raid event. It's family friendly. Family friendly. And I can't spoil anything, but hopefully this crap is going to work. If it doesn't, I'm pretty sure we're going to know all about it. Oh, I never checked. I never checked that out. But the thing and the stuff. Change the stream information. Bugger. How may go. Oh, come on, let's do this. I'm such a hot mess. Oh God, come on. Making an Easter egg bag. Oh God. Okay, fine. Oh, dear sweet Lord. Hi, River. I feel like a hot mess already. Hi, Dichrome. Oh, I still have no lurk command. It was all I could do just to get, like, just to do anything. I'm going to crochet. We're going to just continue crocheting. You know, it's going to be fine. I don't do okay. It's going to be a whole lot of stuff that I got to talk about. Well, I mean, I've stuff to talk about, and then I have to remember that I'm not allowed to swear because this is a family-friendly event, and I don't know what kind of a penalty I should do if it turns out that I do start swearing. You not need a mod, you send me. Oh God, yes, please, can I make you a mod? Because I have no idea what to do, and I have no idea who are my mods. I think my husband is a mod, but I don't know if he's going to be watching this. Maybe he will be. I just don't know. I don't know how make mod go. Hold on. I'll do the thing. Hang on. How /mod river sticks creations. Does that work? Oh Christ. just for help. You see, it kind of doesn't matter when it's just me talking a mile a minute to like the 3 or 4 people who routinely show up to my channel on Sunday nights. Okay, this is a little bit more serious business because there's going to be like, I don't know, 40 people coming in here and listening to me talk rubbish. Who knows? Should work. There, yeah, I can see you got the sword. You got the sword. That's the important thing. That is the important thing. And in, a little over half an hour, we are going to figure out whether I can continue to be funny when there are large numbers of people listening to me and I get ridiculous stage fright. You may have noticed that I have disabled a whole bunch of my channel point redemptions and reduced the price of a lot of the rest of them, because ain't no way I'm singing in front of however, what, 40 people. that I don't think would I don't think that would be productive. It would be too much on the side of freaking me right out. So we're not going to be doing that. But hopefully the rest will be like, I don't know, hopefully the rest will work. I have all of the Stream Elements stuff set up. I hope. I'm not sure. Oh God. I did not test the commands for the scavenger hunt because I could not. There was no way of doing it. I had to be live to do it. So if it all breaks, I'm probably going to have to come up with something else. I don't entirely know. I don't really know. And I may have to save this particular VOD. I don't even know how. Who am I kidding? I may have to save this particular VOD for posterity, just to see how much of a train wreck it turns into. But you know, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. But you know what? I'm hoping that it's going to be okay, because I got a can of bubbly with me. I've got Frank right here, and we're going to just see how it goes, guys. We are just going to see whether we can get through the next 2-ish hours without being an excessive hot mess. I'll settle for that, you know. Not an excessive, like, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be some degree of hot mess, but let's just see how we get on with it, you know. It could all be okay. Maybe we'll do the Bob. We'll think about our Lord and Savior Bob Ross, and he will bless us with only a minuscule amount of hot mess. Come on, where are you? So we're just not going through that stitch, are we? Okay, be that way. The yarn continues to be irritating. Where are you at? Where are you at? There we go. There we go. Like, I really like this yarn, you know, nice bamboo blend. Bamboo and acrylic something or other, you know. And I have to say that the texture works out really lovely, you know, it's fabulous. But it really just, like, occasionally it just splits, or it goes a little bit funny, and then it just decides, you know, we're not doing anything more. Like, come on, both stitches. Let's do this. Hopefully this all works. Hopefully. I'll have to do the proper intro when we actually do get the raid coming in. And I don't know at that point. We'll just see how it goes. Do you have the raid command yet? Oh, is this another one of the, like, things I'm not sure how to make go? Can I set up a Stream Elements command, like, mid-stream? Is that how that works? I don't know. What do I do? If someone can explain to me what do, I will try and make go. Yeah. Help. I hate this light as well. It's because it's like the middle of the day here. I just end up looking a bit weird. It's, yeah, because the camera, like, right here, that's my window right behind it. And it's just like the light on my face makes me look strange. A command add raid event, we are hopping. Okay, so do I need to do that? Oh, there we go. Fabulous, thank you. That's how that works. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Thank you. I have no idea. I didn't know that was a thing. I've been setting them all up like just. Yeah, thanks, River. Really appreciate it. I'm just like I'm not entirely sure what this is going to be, other than me flailing around the place. Because it's so much easier when there's only like a couple of people I'm talking to. I don't know how I'm going to be able to talk to like 50 people at once. Like, hopefully people, you don't stress. We'll do this. Oh, okay, yeah. I guess so. Like I have like some the scavenger hunt commands put in, and hopefully that doesn't overlap with anything. I don't know, like, I've never run this kind of before, and it was just kind of like, you know what, this seems like a cool idea, let's just go and see what happens kind of thing. And it could be an absolute, yeah. Oh, there you go. Lurk. I don't have lurks yet. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's another thing I don't have. I do have, I do have social, whatever, I fixed that. And I don't know what other ones I put in because I was just kind of, I don't know. I just kind of like adding whatever seemed like a good idea at one stage, and then I got overwhelmed and stopped. And I just managed to get all the commands in for the scavenger hunt, and that was kind of okay, even though it kind of freaked me out a little bit. But that's all right. You know, it's okay. You do. Bare minimum tech here. Oh dear God. I set up a timer to run in every half hour. I think did I do it right? I don't know if I did. I set up a timer for every half hour that links to Picklepuss's about page because she's got the schedule and other stuff there. I just hope that I did that correctly. Apparently, it's going to do it every I think every half hour while I'm online, and I'm going to just get rid of it after the event is over. I think that's it. I have no idea. I just don't know. I don't even know if these earrings are worthwhile. I was just like, you gotta wear something that you've made, and that's why I'm wearing like my headband. And I thought, oh look, I'll put on some cool earrings as well. And now I realise that you can't see them at all underneath my my enormous earphones. Oh God, we're just gonna keep doing it. As soon as the raid comes in, oh my God, I don't even have any alerts or anything set up for when people follow me. Like there's nothing that shows up, no like overlays and everything, because I looked at the overlay stuff for about 5 minutes and then just went and walked away. Like just no, I'm not good. I gotta go and get someone who's more technically inclined than I am at this point, and ask them to make go with overlays or something or other, so that interesting things will actually happen when people come into stream or do whatever. Or I don't know. I feel so proud of myself though. There's like this little wait, hold on. How do I wait? There. Right. I got this. I got the little hop into Easter 54-hour. How does it? Yeah, okay. That little thing there where I normally have my yarn balls, I managed to get that to work. I was so proud of myself. I was like, yay, I did the thing. When it's not today, I can just go, oh God, thank you so much. I feel like such a doofus. My husband's usually the one who sets this stuff up. He knows this thing. Like, I really don't. And it is really overwhelming to try and make it go at all. So, like, I'm proud of what I managed to get done. I was just like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay, so there we go. There's the thing, it happens, yeah. Make sure to check the timetable for the Hop into Easter event. Yay, I got that right at least. Totally forgot to change my stream information when I first got online, but I've done that as well, and hopefully that works as well. We are half-assing it all day today, apparently. Fun times, absolutely fun times. And no idea how this is going to go. Hopefully it'll be okay. I'm about to add new sounds today. Oh God. You know, and a different overlay. Yeah, like my husband does that all the time, and he does the board games, you know. He's all about like streaming board games. And he does, I swear, a different overlay for every single board game. It's just like, he just gets a kick out of it because he does graphic design as well, and he's super good at it. So he just like makes all of his own overlays and emotes and all this kind of stuff, and does an absolutely phenomenal job. And he did all my stuff as well, like the little frame around this little frame, you know, around my face. Sile, how's it going? I am sort of having a good day. There's a raid train event going on. At 1 o'clock, I'm going to get raided by all and sundry. There's going to be the scavenger hunt as well, so stick around for that. That's going to be really funny. And I'm going to actually be working on proper like Easter themed stuff, which is not what this is. This is just me doing something to feel slightly less stressed about the fact that there's going to be something like 40 people reading into me. Yeah, so stick around. Let's see what goes. Let's see how this goes down. Hopefully, it won't be too much of a total disaster. I really hope the scavenger event commands kind of work properly and that the riddles aren't too hard. And I want people to have fun, and it's a very delicate balance of like, what kind of fun do you want to have? I don't know. And may the gods help me if someone says, work without your glasses, because A, can't do that left-handed, that's the right-handed only thing, and B, this is not my Malabriga blanket, which has nice chunky yarn, which is much easier to deal with. No, this thing is the base of the Easter egg bag. Oh boy, that's going to be a whole S thing. That is just going to be a whole thing. I've set it up and hopefully I did it right. No guarantees. Oh, I'm buggering this up entirely. And I'm not allowed to swear. Oh, God. I don't know what... Oh, God, that's actually a good question. I don't know if that counts. Does that count? Okay, I'm just going to say possibly. I'm just going to, let's just keep it super PG. Super PG. Super PG. Super PG. No, none of the swears. No saying ass, no saying bugger. Because I don't know how... I know Picklepuss is English and I'm not sure how she'd feel about that. I'm just going to try to avoid anything but what I know for sure is not considered swearing. Just on the off chance. Because we've committed to the rules. Absolutely committed to the rules. We can do this. We can do this. Somehow. No. So if someone asks me to do left-handed crochet, I'm going to have to come back to this thing. I can't do it on that. That's right-handed, and I generally don't swap over unless I'm doing end of the rows. And, I mean, if I'm at the end of the row, I guess I could swap. Oh, God. Yeah. This is going to be interesting. Oh, my stars and characters. Yeah. I'll maybe try that. By gosh, by golly. Oh, golly gee. I don't know. If I forget, then we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to do some kind of a penalty, and I'm just not entirely sure what. I just hope that I can get to the end of this. But we're going to keep it simple. I hope we're just going to do some simple stitches, and it's not going to be anything crazy, and I'll knock it out as fast as I can. And but the important thing is don't swear. I'm going to be thinking of that all the time. Just don't swear. Don't swear. Do anything. Just don't swear. Now the styles are going to be interesting. I was practicing a bunch of different styles again, including my one-handed styles, because I expect everyone's going to ask me to keep switching styles, and I'm like, oh God. Valerie's food, holy mac and cheese. I mean, yes. One of my favourite ones, though, actually, what in the cinnamon toast crunch is this? Which is, I don't know where that came from, and the last word is normally the F word, but I personally find it really funny, and I don't know why it's funny. It's like, oh God, I know. Okay. So, if you do, just move on. Yeah, I know. I think that's, oh God. That's what Picklepuss said. She said, if you do swear, just don't, oh God, my hair as well. Good God. Let's just, okay, it's good. I made it worse. How did I make it worse? Okay, it's just going to be whatever it is. Whatever. Okay, whatever. Yep. Totally lost my train of thought now because of my hair. Oh, okay, no, I got it back. Here we go. All right. If any of you guys have kids, maybe some of you, I don't even know, you will obviously know the TV series or the cartoon called Bluey. It is Australian as far as I know. They certainly sound Australian. And if you know Bluey, you know that the father, oh God, what's his name? Bandit, yeah. The father is Bandit. When he wants to swear, he always says, "Ow, biscuits." And I may just be saying that over the course of the whole stream. Oh, biscuits. And I'm sure that like the people who know and appreciate the cartoon are going to get a kick out of it. Everyone else is going to be like, "What are you talking about? You're so cute." Okay, thanks. I normally only get that from my kids. All right, where are we? Still, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. Doing the corner on corner to corner is always probably, I think, one of the trickier parts of the technique in general. It's like you have to kind of adjust your orientation and then start essentially like rotate the stitches in and start doing steps into the row in order to actually pull off the diagonal, like this kind of stepwise pattern or whatever. And it's like, it seems this is kind of like the reason that they call corner to corner advanced is because basically people trying to get that is like, they find it difficult. And I'm not entirely sure what's up with that. I mean, I can't really say because I find a lot of crochet to be really easy, but that probably says more about me than it does about the crochet itself. But if anyone's going to have an issue with corner to corner, it's going to be that. It's going to be the rotation to actually pull off that stepwise, that stepwise piece there. Because I just did 3, and all of the stitches that were going along this row were orientated this way. And now these stitches I just added on are going to be orientated at 90 degrees, and then just going stepwise back the way. So you're always working at 90 degrees to whatever the previous row is. And that is, I guess, a bit of a like a brain fart kind of a thing. It's like someone just, like a lot of people just don't quite adjust to that, or they don't understand where it's going to go if they're thinking in terms of just rows. But crochet itself is so unbelievably freeform that you can get away with just utterly making stuff up and just like putting stitches really anywhere and anchoring things to just about any place and just chaining things off and just doing all kinds of really silly stuff that just doesn't really, like, it doesn't look like anything unless you have a particular intention. And you can, of course, you can make an absolute balls out of it, but it still works. Maybe Nisi, yeah, I know. Oh God, that TV series, Bluey is just one hell of a TV series. It's just so fun and wholesome. It's ridiculous. I kind of want to just like the one episode, right, that really just, it really gets me every time. Okay, is that there's one episode where the main character Bluey, who is actually a girl, all right, she goes camping with her family, and while she's camping, she meets a guy called Jean-Luc. Yeah, she meets another. They're all dogs, by the way. She meets a boy called Jean-Luc who can only speak French, and Jean-Luc is just, and like basically they play together despite not speaking a common language, because they're both children. Like they just, the language barrier is basically no barrier because like they're kids. They just do kid things and they're together, and they just kind of, like they just kind of make, they make it up as they go along kind of a thing. It's just that they don't need to make sense to each other because they understand like simple things like pictures, or just like they end up drawing pictures to each other, and they're just like doing the same things together and kind of making sense of that. Like, so like, they have fun and play together despite the fact that they don't actually speak common language. And they act as if they both understand each other, and in a way they kind of do. Because again, they're kids. But obviously at the end is like eventually like she has to go and he has to go, and like I don't know. Look, the whole episode is incredibly cute, and it's just, it gets me every time, because when I was a young one, when I was 10, Darth Torlin, I can't help feeling that's a reference to something, and now I'm blanking. I thought I knew Star Wars better than that. Oh, you're a moderator of Picklebus. Oh, hey, fantastic. Oh, yeah, Sir Torlin, yes, Sir Torlin with the thingy. Yeah, I saw you on Discord. Am I ready? I think so. Kind of nervous, but I think I'm going to be okay. Everything, as far as I can tell, has been set up and done correctly. I have the base of my Easter egg bag here ready to go. I have my yarn down here to actually continue it. Yeah, I think I'm as ready. Yeah, River is here and she's going to be modding as well for me. Hopefully everything's going to go all right. I don't know. I'm working on this until the raid comes in and then I'll be swapping over. I'm just like, this is just like something I'm doing because, yeah. Hey, Picklebus, how's it going? Yeah, I know, still 15 minutes. I'm just watching the clock. Yeah, I'm just going to watch and talk about random stuff until the raid comes in and then we can actually get started. Hopefully it'll all work the way I think it's going to work. I'm more nervous that the scavenger hunt commands are not going to work the way I think it is because I couldn't test them at all. I tested the first one just before I got any viewers and that's basically it. Everything else is going to be a spoiler. And I've done my best to kind of hide the commands, so if I hope no one gets spoiled on it with the solutions to all the riddles and stuff, but okay. Let's see how we go. Sorry, I panicked and I couldn't hear you, but it was me. But it was me. Had you need? Oh, okay. You're right. No. I can everyone can hear me. I hope. Oh God, that would be something. If it turns out that I've accidentally muted myself, but I can see that the thingy. What do I keep the D20? Oh, hey Bob. Bob. Okay, so these D20s. I have a set of my D&D dice in here because I used to be a D&D GM and I actually use it for being a stitch counter. Like it's just handier to have this, yeah, to do any kind of counting and or rather than like trying to keep like an app or something. For that, I just use my dice to do it because like I have an entire bag full of them. Might as well use them for something. Oh. Okay, look, anyway, right, there's this one episode of Bluey, right, where this like, she meets this little French boy and they play together despite like having Now, here's the thing. When I was a young'un, in the early 80s in Ireland, because, again, I am an old, my family used to go camping in France all the time. And I have a great love for the south of France because I spent quite some of the happiest days of my life there. But one of the first times that we were there, I would have been very small. Probably only about 4 or 5, okay? And at one point, my mum and dad were camping next to a very nice French family, and it just so happens that they had a little girl who was the same age as me. And for some reason, me and that little girl hit it off like we got on like a house on fire, despite, again, the fact that we could not speak a common language. The two of us got out there and we spent 2 solid weeks or whatever just playing together every day. And again, didn't understand a word each other said, but it didn't matter. And because and my parents even asked me at one stage, is like, because they told me the story, I don't actually remember this, they told me the story years later. They said, like, we even asked you, like, how, you don't speak French. Like, oh, how do you know what she knows what you're saying? It's like, oh, and apparently what I said was like, oh, she knows what I mean. Like, maybe she doesn't understand the words, but she knows what I mean. And and I know what she means, And that is apparently how kids operate, So it was really strange to actually see that episode of Bluey, I gotta say, because it's like, that's based on like, did you guys hear that story? And just from my parents, I don't know. It was interesting, I've gotta say. Just for the record. Anyway, we're going to keep doing a whole bunch more of this. It is now a quarter of an hour before. Am I in Ireland? No, I am not. I am Irish and I live in Vancouver, BC. I am in PST. I am a filthy immigrant to the land of maple syrup and poutine. Still waiting on whatever the Canadian government needs to do in order to officially declare us to be citizens and therefore allowed to stay without having to do additional paperwork. So we're almost at the end of the paperwork journey, which is the important thing. And there has been so much paperwork. I would even go so far as to say excessive amounts of paperwork. But it's okay. It's fine. We've done the thing. We did the thing and submitted the forms, it did the interview and answered the questions about the history of Canada after doing the study guide memorization. Poutine. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to actually claim the title of being a proper Canadian citizen because I don't like poutine that much. This is a beautiful pattern crochet. Does it have a name? It does not. This is corner to corner crochet. This is it's just a technique, it doesn't know. I mean, that's the name. It's corner to corner, but I don't think of it as being a particular pattern. It's just a particular technique of doing crochet. It's nothing really special. It's just instead of working rows back and forth, you essentially work from a corner and then work stepwise and in diagonal rows, orientating all the stitches at 90 degrees when you actually do the change from row to row. And it produces this nice kind of a this nice kind of shell pattern, with the idea being that you start here at a corner, work diagonally that way, and you essentially decide how wide you want it to be. And when you've decided how wide you want it to be, you essentially instead of doing an extra kind of set of cluster of 3 to extend it, you stop doing that and just work straight up, and just drop. Basically, you only work to like there, do the turn, and then come back. And yeah, it's complicated. But anyway, you can essentially make kind of blankets and shawls really in this triangular shape, and you can make them really of any size. I personally like doing these for scrap blankets. I have 2 currently, and then 1 Malabrigo blanket. The nice thing about corner to corner is that you don't have to decide in advance how big it can be. You can just kind of start and then continue until you get bored, or until you decide that's basically enough. That's as wide as it's going to be, and then you can just kind of continue. This particular scrap crochet blanket is all of the cool colors. So things like the blues, greys, like any kind of colder greens, that kind of thing. So like it's going to be mostly blues, or maybe just the very kind of sharp whites and a few others. And I'm doing it left-handed. The other one that I have is all the warm colours, and I'm doing that right-handed. And the warmer colours are things like orange, red, wine, burgundy, like the strong yellows and creams, that kind of thing. A little bit of the warmer greys as well. Any kind of colder greys are going to go into this blanket instead. I had no particular aim in mind. I just like corner to corner a lot. I love the style and the fact that I can just go as until I get bored of it, really. So I just go ahead and continue. And I also use it as kind of a way to practice my left-handed crochet. And if I'm being honest, I really should be practicing the pen hold as opposed to the knife hold, or even English throwing style with my left, because I'm quite bad at that, and I need that practice. Like, this obviously is knife grip. What I should be practicing is pen grip. And for whatever reason, I find this a little bit more tricky. I think it's because I'm lacking a certain amount of mobility in my fingers and my wrist on my left side, because I can do pen grip very easily on my right side. It's really just a matter of practice more than anything else. But I was doing quite a bit of practice with different styles earlier, and I still could not quite get it right. Anyway, hopefully if people ask me to change styles using the channel point redemptions, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to go through quite a number of them. I may not be able to keep some of them up, because I did notice when doing some of them, especially this, if I was doing the pen style with my left, that it puts quite a bit of pressure on the base of my thumb, basically this large muscle here. And one of the things that I do look at quite a lot when I'm kind of practicing or experimenting with different styles is that I examine like where essentially the pressure comes into the muscles, like where the extremities of the movement happen, and can you adjust to kind of avoid that? Because if someone other than me is doing this and they have, say, pain in their fingers when doing certain motions, they won't be able to do that style very well. They will have to switch to something that does not put pressure on that particular joint or that particular muscle. So that's how I make the most of my blankets and scarves. It looks wide enough, that looks long enough. That's how I ended up with a 92 by 66 inches blanket. Got carried away. I don't know if you can get carried away with blankets. I think any blanket size is a good and valid size, and you can have like a reason for it, There's like, even if you have like a half-size blanket, like they're just really great for little lap blankets. You can keep them on the couch and everything. I'm actually really hoping that like my warm blanket, the one that is doing right-handed corner to corner, I really want to make that into like something that's just a little bit bigger than my bed. I'll make a queen size like throw or whatever with it. And then this one is going to maybe a little bit smaller, and I'll put it on the couch and use that like when it's cold in the winter and I just want something to throw over my feet, kind of a thing. You definitely have fun mess with your routine. I mean, yes, I can do, like, I try to get it interesting. I switched off a couple of my channel point redemptions. Like, there is one that's 10,000 points, which is like, oh, go ahead and sing a song, and I switched that off because first of all, it's 10,000 points. Second of all, I'm not doing that in front of 40 people. Sorry, guys. Just, no. Maybe some other day. Let's see this. Now, and for the record, you can only redeem the work without your glasses one during the event and not when I'm doing left-handed crochet, because that is unfair, okay? That is honestly unfair. Just don't make me do that. I am close to blind without my glasses. I am interested in a lot of different styles of crochet. One of those is crochet for the visually impaired, and I care about this quite a bit because, again, I'm almost blind. So, am I okay if she raising it? Does she want to go early? Yeah, quite. I set them all to cheap because, like, there's going to be a bunch of new people and I want them to actually be able to use the redemptions. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Game face on. Let's go. Are we all ready for this? All right. So you can annoy her all the time. Yeah. I will just, if I'm doing left-handed, it's going to either have to be at the end of the row with one of these, because I can't reverse this row if it's in progress, or I'll have to be switched back to this. You guys are going to be, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. And I still don't have any alerts for the raid actually happening. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to continue, because you know what? Crochet makes everything easy. I'm just going to stick to knife hold for now. We'll get back to the other styles later. I should have actually put in the channel point redemption to work one-handed, but I'll save that for a style change, and then we'll see how we get on. I have no idea. I really hope that this all goes well and everybody has fun, and it's going to be really strange because I'm going to be basically sitting here and talking. It's going to feel like I'm talking to myself for a solid 2 hours. And it's basically what I do on a Saturday and a Sunday night. So, whatever. Let's see how we get on. And let's see just how nervous I can become before everything just falls apart. I have no idea. Yep. Choo choo, all about the Eavesdrop train. Here we go. We are... Oh God. It's happening. It's happening. Hello. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary folks of all ages, welcome to Vancouver, BC. It is just before 1 o'clock in the day here. Wherever you are in the world, happy time zone. I have no overlays to actually announce a raid because I am hilariously low tech. Hello, everybody. We're going to do some really fun stuff. Hopefully it'll all go well. I've also set my channel point redemptions down really low so that you guys can do fun stuff. My name is Eiferlev. I am a fibre artist. I am a vintage enthusiast. I have an inordinate amount of knowledge of both crochet, knitting, and random antique and vintage glassware. Okay, let's actually get this thing started. This is one thing I was working on this before the raid, and I'm just going to put this off to one side for a little bit. We're going to get on. Okay, we're going to do this. All right, here we go. Here's a thing I prepared earlier. This is the base of Little Easter Egg Bag. This is going to be a pink Easter egg, and I have the stitch marker for the end of the row. Here we go. Do I hear a bit of an Irish accent? A bit? I've never heard a bit before. Yes, I am in fact from Ireland. I'm an immigrant to the shores of Canada. I'm originally from Limerick in Ireland. I can speak Irish one of the channel point redemptions, if you want me to say something in Irish, yes, I can do that. I may have to look up some words because my Irish is not fantastic. The vocabulary sometimes just gets away from me. Do you want to say something in Irish? Okay, do you want me to translate something, or will I give you an Irish idiom? Your choice. Cassie draws, thank you very much. I'll always give you the option. If you want me, you do you, okay. So a very famous Irish expression is, how's it go? Bhí an bhlas ar an bheagán. Bíonn blath an bheagán. And the literal translation of that is, there is a taste in something little, meaning that if you try just a little bit of something, there is still a great taste to it, okay? Is typical for Irish, I think, because obviously Western CA, oh God, I've never gotten that before. That's amazing. Okay. Look, we got to get rolling on this. We've only got 2 hours. We've only got 2 hours, so we're gonna have to get rolling on this, right? Oh, this is Frank. He's he is my lizard. He is my channel mascot. He also does a party trick. This is a powerful UV torch. If we do this to Frank, Frank lights up. Okay, now here we go. I have a whole bunch of yarn here, okay? And I have a riddle for you because we are going to do a scavenger hunt, okay? And the first clue that I'm going to give you for the scavenger hunt, the way this works effectively, is that you must guess the word, essentially, that answers the hint, the clue that I'm going to give you. And the first person to actually enter that command, it'll be exclamation mark and the word, into the chat, will essentially get to pick we're going to start off, first person to get it is going to be able to choose the first colour of the band that we're going to start off on the Easter egg bag, because we are going to do essentially bands of colour, and I'm going to, I'll mix it up a little bit, You can't Google. There's, I think, one I think hint is where you may have to Google something, but when we didn't know, look, we're just going to see how we get on, right? Anyway, the first hint for the start of the scavenger hunt is, if you find lawyers in foyers and bells in hotels, where would you find a mouse? Who's going to get it? Watching chat. Hey, there you go. Someone got it. Right. Now, don't spam chat. Come on. Now, stream elements, okay. All these commands, okay. All of these commands are set, so they have a timeout. You're going to have to just keep an eye on chat, okay. I see Fairy Queen Axel got the first one. And I'll read out what it says. A door appears in a puff of smoke and the Easter Bunny steps out. Welcome, friends. It's time for the great scavenger hunt to begin. They point through the door into the house where you can see a white hallway leading to several rooms. Now, the other thing you should do is, yeah, there you go. There you go, Catherine, everything. There you go. Now, the commands will tell you how to get to the next part of the scavenger hunt. You are now in the Easter Bunny's mansion. So we're gonna see what you guys make of this. Anyway, Fairy Queen Axel, what was the first colour? What would you like? These are your options here. Go nuts, pick a colour, whatever you like, and I will get started on this while you guys try to solve the scavenger hunt. Hopefully this will be fun. Make sure to read the clues or the little text very, very carefully, okay? The lavender in there next to the cream. This one or this one? This one. This looks like lavender. That's blue on camera. So, let's see what's this. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, good. Okay, all right, we'll see how we go. I don't have a whole lot of this, so we're just going to have to get a hustle on. Okay, the next part of the scavenger hunt, if you read the clue yeah, there you go. Right, you guys are now in the music room. Remember, keep a close eye on the chat. The size of a concert hall and filled with, hello Sassy Charlene. It's the size of a concert hall and filled with enough instruments for an orchestra. You didn't know the Easter Bunny was such a music fan, but by the looks of the shelf of books, they're into classical and jazz. Remember, watch carefully and see what clues or what things you can get. There's going to be 4 rooms. There you go. So here we go, instruments. Now you've got the hint. You've got to figure out the word. Okay, what will we do to start off with here? What will we do? Oh, Fairy Queen, you're so good. Oh, I thought a lot of this stuff was going to be like harder, but I was worried that people weren't going to get it. Yes, okay, you found the first egg, the tuba egg. Oh, I'm going to have to make your, wait, hold on. Whoop. So, tuba found. Gotta keep a note of that. I gotta keep a note of which ones you guys find. All right, let's do this. We got places to go. All right. Oh, just make sure you keep track of where you are, okay? You guys are currently I'm buggering this up already. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Let's go again. We can do this. And you know what? Let's just, because I don't have a whole lot, let's just do this. All right. Oh, you're in the library and you just found another hint. I'm going to have to get a move on now. You guys are going to get through this really fast. Oh, that's a good guess. I was not thinking that, but that's a great guess. Oh, I love it. Bible. I like that. I like that. All right, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hi, Crowbar Scout. How's it going? You guys are going to be so good at this. You guys, like, I'm so, like, I really want to see what you guys make of this now. Yes, vital for reading, gently swinging, never too far away. If you guys get entirely stuck, you can ask me for more hints. I promise I can do that. Otherwise, just use the commands. Hopefully they all work exactly as expected. Cross my fingers. Now, important thing to note is that I'm currently doing what's called, well, this is currently using what's called, Sir King Crayons, just so you know, the commands are always going to be a single word. They're always going to be a single, like a single thing. Where possible, I don't include, like, you know, any kind of space or anything like that. Rocking chair. Oh, that's a good one too. That's nice. Yeah, I like that. I was so, like, I thought the tuba one would be harder. Sounds like the London Underground. Come on, like, come on. All right, so anyway, for anyone who's curious, the style I'm doing right now, it doesn't really have a name. Catherine Everything. Ooh, you're so close. This particular style doesn't really have a name, but it is, it's what I call the fast English throwing style. This is basically what happens when, this is the style that is apparently taught in Ireland specifically. Yeah, look, just, oh, you're getting so close. You're so close. Oh, you're so close. Yeah. So this particular style is one that's seen most often. If you learn how to knit first, then this is the style that you may have been taught. I learned from crochet from my godmother and my grandmother when I was very young, and they would have taught like this style, and they would have learned knitting, I think, around the same time. I was actually taught knitting in school as a young un in Ireland in the 80s. You guys are just, you're so close. You're so close. I love it. You just try. Oh God, you're trying so hard. Yeah, just if you can't get one clue, go ahead and move on to another one, okay? I just, oh yeah, so I will just say, if you want to actually go back and look at any of the clues that you got already, there's only a 30-second timeout in the commands, so you can definitely look. Oh, come on, work with me. I love this. I love this. Okay, do you want a hint about a particular clue? I will give you a hint if you want one. No problem at all. Anybody? No? Oh, come on. Just I keep losing the hooks. Yes, please hint. Okay. So, do you want one? Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Do you want one about the one that's something to do with lights? If you were in a library, okay, what kind of light source might there be? Especially if it's in a big library with high ceilings. And row down. Let's call that good. Window. Oh, no, I can't believe I made this hard. There we go. Catherine, you're done. No, wait, it's not Catherine, it's Fairy Queen. You are on fire. Woo! All right, so we just finished a row, and I know, let's see, who got, okay, so, Catherine, do you want to pick a color? All right. Okay, here we go. Apparently, my mic is rubbing on my shirt. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, we have more colors here. What do you want? What do we do? What do we do? This, by the way, is actually a very pale yellow. I know it looks kind of white. But yeah, So someone actually picked what good. Fairy, did you pick? Fairy Queen, did you pick a color already? You picked the first one. Does someone else who got it want to pick the next one? Just decide amongst yourselves. It's fine. Somebody pick a color. Somebody pick a color. Come on. Come on, let's do this. We've only got a certain amount of time here. 2 hours, guys. 2 hours. You got to get through this. Oh. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This is already looking really nice. Look at that. The black. Is it black? Oh, this one. Hot pink. Right. Let's put that down. Hot pink. This one is Premier Home Cotton. Where's the... And now we get to find the end of the yarn. Oh, come on. Ah! No. Where's it? Oh, okay. So we're just going to... We know it's fine. It's fine. We're going to just pull it from the outside. There we go. Here, Frank, you take care of that. There we go. I'll wind all this up into something sensible later. It'll be okay. It'll absolutely be okay. And you know what? I think we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna mix it up. Yeah. Let's go. Just so you know, for the planets clue, you may want to do some Googling because it's related to both music and classical music, and you may not get it unless you know classical music very well. And I'm already making an absolute mess of this. Yeah, grand. Okay, we'll do this. Hand stitch, you are on the right track. Just letting you know. Should I? Yeah, Yeah, okay. Let's just continue. Why not? We'll do that, and let's do a half. Let's do a half double, and a double, and then another half. And we're gonna go with a little wave pattern just for the hell of it. Why not? If I can do this without completely. Does Frank have uranium? He does not. He is in fact a modern piece of glass. He's just whatever he's got in him makes him glow in the dark. I have no idea. Goes Topher. Yes. There you go. Topher, you got it. The Holtz one is found. I don't know if that was actually fair. Oh, no, the light one is found as well. It's chandelier. Chandelier is found. I was kind of afraid that one, I think that was probably unfair. But, okay. So, where are you in the hint commands? You can do the hint commands again. Any of the plans that we've got. So if you want, you can look at the rooms or the library of the music room. I think they're the ones that you've already done. So you can enter those commands again. There's only a 30-second timeout on them, so the chat doesn't get spammed. But if you want to see them again, you can just load the rooms again, basically. This is such I have no idea whether this was going to work. There you go. So you've got the ladders, but you don't have genre. All right, we're gonna see what we've got. Let's do a half double and then a double. Yeah, the genre one is going to be interesting. Maybe tough. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do two doubles. What else? Let's. Do I want to increase? Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will. We're just gonna. It's gonna be cute. Whatever. Yeah, hand stitch. Frankenstein. Woo. Hold on. Frankenstein. Woo! You guys are doing so well. Okay, so that's 4. Okay, so what other rooms you got? What other rooms have you got? Oh God, come on. Yeah, there you go. So you've done 2. Yeah, you've done the music room and you've done the yeah, okay. You guys got this. I should have done more rooms. I didn't know how people were going to do them. What am I doing with this? Do I like that or not? Yeah, I do. Whatever. Ooh, Topher. Good guess. Very, very good guess. I love how you guys are doing this. I just like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Well, let's just continue. Let's just continue. It might work. You never know. Pecan butter. At what point do you guys have pecan sandwiches? Is that like some North American thing that I'm not like that I'm not like, Canadian enough to understand? I don't know. Oh, you got mixer. Where's that? I lost it. Where is it? Mixer. There we go. Red. Good job. Mixer has been found. I can't remember found. I'm terrible at this. Oh my god. I know they're fast. I'm going to have to scan through this and try and make sure, like, you're going to have to remember who got what, because this is going ridiculous. And I'm just like, yep. And then there's like, I'm sorry. Should have thought it through. This, yeah, we're apparently just, what are we doing here? Ice cream, yeah, pickle fuzz, there you go. Okay, ice cream. Ice cream is found. Can I pick a color? Yes, you can. Hold on. Doop. Okay, red. Which one do you want? I'll do this one next. Everyone else can just pick their colors later or something. Red. Gotcha. Right. That's next. We're good. What are you telling me? No, it's not. My headset's the right way around. Yeah, I know it's rubbing. It'll just... Look, don't worry about it. Oh my god. I'm being told that apparently we have tech issues. Look, I'm going to be moving around and this is going to rub a little bit. I'm sorry. The lemon yellow colour. Okay. Let's stack these up. That one and that one. Put that there. Right. Oh my god, Catherine, you were on fire. Spread on toast. Okay, butterfly's been found. Butterfly! I should write down who got everything. I suck, I'm sorry. Sounds like an extra rooster. I really thought that I was being really clever with this, and now I'm wondering. Oh yeah, the green colour. Where's that? Ah! Here we go. So that's in order now. There we go. Let's stick that, and everything's falling over. Okay. This was just like I was terrified that it wasn't going to work. Cockatoo, Picklebus, you were also on fire. Cockatoo. Yeah, take it easy, Red. Thank you so much for just playing. This is ridiculous. This has been ridiculous. This is interesting, I have to say. Yeah, so you found the tuba. You found the whole, so you cleared the music room. You found the chandelier and Frankenstein, so you've cleared the library. You found the mixer and the ice cream, which means you've cleared the kitchen, and you found the butterfly and the cockatoo, so you've cleared the conservatory. Now, the final room is the ballroom. My accent sounds familiar. My accent is outrageously Irish, apparently. And I've completely lost what I was doing here, but okay. No, it's okay. We can do this. We'll just continue. And this is like pick a direction and going. There you go. Final room. Good job, guys. You're doing this a lot quicker than I thought you were going to. I have to do a longer one. You should do this as a channel point routine, but make it like, I mean, it's kind of tricky to write this stuff. I just like, yeah. Oh, Topher, you're almost there. Oh, I've buggered this up again. Here we go. Fairy Queen, you are on fire. The Easter Bunny smiles, takes off their large white top hat, it tosses you, you catch it, a bright flash blinds you as you catch it. You are back to where you were, the mansion is gone, and all you have left of the great Easter scavenger hunt is a top hat full of eggs. Good job, guys. You finished my scavenger hunt in 17 minutes. Oh, this is going to be interesting, and now we're going to have to see what we're going to do for the rest of the stream. Okay, so yeah, Aspirate the telescope. Oh my god. You just missed my scavenger hunt. Oh god. I'm really sorry. I was like, I thanks. Hi everybody. Hello. Thank you very much for actually for actually doing this. Like I was really worried that it wasn't going to work or the commands would fail or something. Hello Asper, thank you very much for jumping in. Really appreciate it. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It took a while to actually write it out, and I was really worried that like it was going to be too hard or something like that. And it was like, yeah. I'll try and do something like that again. I think it's just an interesting. It's kind of a fun little thing to do for the for the actual event. Just seeing everybody just kind of guessing. Yeah, it just yeah. Check out Blair. They're playing thing at there you go. Thank you very much, River. I have no idea how to make that work. Yeah. Oh, you can start again 10 minutes. I mean, if people come in, yeah, sure, I can do it. Like the thing is, all the commands are active, so you could just like start again with the house and yeah, like. Oh, there you go. Okay. So nobody spoil it. Okay, this is just for the new people who just rated in. This is the scavenger hunt game. You just missed it. So Fairy Queen Axel actually won it. So I was going to do a thing where like the person who wins it actually gets the bag when I'm done with it. So Fairy Queen, you were the one who guessed the final clue. Well done. If you could, I guess if you could just like DM me an address and I will have it sent out to you as soon as I finish it. If I can, this is kind of looking a little bit freeform, so I may be frogging some of this. You never know. Yeah, I don't have a second bag to make. Yes, but yeah, just to DM me an address as soon as it's finished, and I'll try and finish it on stream. We will see what we get through because I'm kind of slightly distracted with this. Oh my God, he started. Oh my God, he's avocado komt elke dag naar huis. Ja, chat avocado komt. Oh, okay. So I'm going to say something that's going to traumatize every Irish person in the chat who understands this. Léanis go cuaramachar the scrúd fáféir na tróracha agus na ceistena a gabhadh na cuid é. And I'm pretty sure no one else is going to get it, that joke. You'll either laugh yourself stupid. Yeah, there you go. Everybody knows. Everybody, a particular age, knows. Scary flashbacks. Yep. Oh, fun times. Yeah, River, River, if you could please shout out anybody who's like part of the event or whatever, you know, anyone who streams or whatever, just like, you know, shout them out in my chat. So that's where we're going right now. Let's just continue. It'll be fine. Oh, just to explain as well for the new people, the way this works is that the commands are you are now in the Easter Bunny's mansion. The rooms have like everything that's an actual command will have an exclamation mark in front of it if you read the hints and all the little things that come up in chat. You will eventually get to the hint commands. So each room has 2 hints, and they will tell you. You basically have to guess the command in order to get where the eggs. There you go. You have to guess where the eggs are, and the answer to each of the hints is a particular word, and with exclamation mark word, and it'll tell you where you have to figure it out. Figure out the command. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. So yeah. What Eastside Lady asked me in Irish is something that comes up a lot in Irish classrooms. If you go to school in Ireland, you were expected to be able to speak some level of Irish, and one of those is asking to go to the bathroom in Irish. And that is basically what that is. It is one of the first phrases that we learn. And it sounds obviously very nice, but it's literally just asking, can you go to the jacks? It's nothing. What I said to her, I'm assuming there, I'm sorry. What I said to them is, Léanis go cuaramachar the scrúd fáféir na tróracha agus na ceistena a gabhadh na cuid é. And that will be a little bit harder to translate, but what it basically is the opening to the Irish oral test when we are taking our exams. at the end of our schooling years. And it's just, you have to practice over and over and over again. And like, what it effectively translates as is, please read carefully the instructions and the questions that are contained in the first part. And it's ridiculous, but if you are a certain age in Ireland, you will absolutely recognize that phrase, and it will be burned into your brain because you would have practiced you would have heard it over and over and over again, repeatedly. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's become basically something of an in-joke among Irish people who can speak Irish. Just tell us that, and it sounds lyrical and everything because it's Irish, I don't know. Okay, where are we actually at with this? I am doing a phenomenally bad job here at actually keeping track. There you go, Asper B. Well done. Somebody's getting it. Yeah. I should have absolutely made this stuff harder. Why they need to ask us the loo in Irish? Because it's traditional. It's traditional. So in case anyone is wondering, what I generally do is just I get on stream basically on Sunday nights and I talk a lot of rubbish. And I am somewhat known for swearing like an absolute sailor, and I'm doing my very best. That's a hair. I'm doing my very best not to not to swear, because this is a family-friendly event and I committed to the rules effectively. And hopefully we're going to do okay. And I'm going to actually spend a little bit more time concentrating on this pattern that I am attempting, because I can usually talk and crochet at the same time. Not as much. Crocheting with one hand? Well, I mean, it's not really one-handed, because I am obviously using this hand. It can be done one-handed in certain circumstances. Like the one thing that I am most interested in is essentially crocheting with different styles and being able to crochet using, basically depending on whatever kind of mobility issues you might have. So work without glasses for 2 minutes. Okay. If anybody cares, I am close to blind, which means that I cannot read chat. Once I take my glasses off, essentially all bets are off. And just so we know, okay, I am on that stitch, right? If anyone is actually wondering, this takes quite a bit of concentration because I am unable to see basically anything. And I don't know if you've ever tried to crochet by feel, but it is somewhat tricky because I end up splitting the yarn quite badly. No, haven't got it. Blaming you for this, Pickle Puss. Okay, no, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. I can actually, believe it or not, if I actually have chunky yarn where it's easier to feel, I can actually just work without my glasses. It's not that difficult. It's more challenging when the yarn is quite small and when I really cannot see a damn thing, because I don't really have enough feel. I'm kind of relying more on like being able to feel the tension and a few other things, and it becomes really tricky because I literally can't see like 2 inches in front of my face. And hopefully it feels good, so I'm assuming that I am doing this correctly. And the interesting thing about being like trying to do this effectively while being visually impaired, I can actually tell I've split the yarn there, so that's going to have to come back. No, let's try that again. Okay, unless I put the piece like right up close to my face, I cannot actually see it at all. So I'm depending on, first of all, counting the stitches and what I've actually done, and then just going by the tension feel, and then, yeah, see, I know I got that right. I got that okay. I'm going by the feel of the tension and then kind of the placement of the stitches. I can tug a little bit, if I just show you now. I'm doing a double here. Now, I can tell tension because I can push here and I can feel that the yarn moves cleanly. And then I can also feel here, that's the last stitch, so I'm just moving over one and then going through and I'm doing another double. Or sorry, another single, because UK US terminology. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it is like, it is really challenging because I really just like can't see. Yeah, so I'm doing, there's a half double crochet and I've only gotten the, okay, here we go. Did I split? Yeah, I split. Let's try that again. Did I catch? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Now, I do care quite a bit about actually learning how to do things while being like visually impaired and while doing things like only having one hand or like only having the partial use of your limbs or something like that. And I've split it again. My God, what am I like? So one of the things I actually tried recently, all right, was crocheting with my feet. Because I thought, what would be funny? It's like, obviously, if you would like to be able to crochet, even if you don't have the use of your hands at all, like what other options do you have? Maybe you can crochet with your feet. And like, I thought it would be a very interesting kind of experiment to see, could I actually pull it off? And no, I slipped it there. And what I found is that I actually could, but the problem was that my toes kept cramping up. And it's a very weird experience to essentially trying to engage in that kind of dexterity when you're not quite used to it. But I could feel that it's definitely possible. And I keep just going and kind of touching that to see where I'm actually at. And I haven't quite got it there, I don't think. Did I? No, I split it. Let's try that again. It's 2 minutes up. You're saying like it's 2 minutes off. I was like, I'm going to know that. Like I can't see anything, so it's like maybe it's 2 minutes is off. Maybe 2 minutes. Yeah, okay, let's just call that 2 minutes. God, that's nuts. There we go. What did I miss? Wait. Okay, there we go. Work without glasses. I mean, working with the yarn in one hand. Oh, I'll explain that in a second. It's fine. Show a vintage item. Right. How long are you streaming for? I'm going to be at least 2 hours. It's fine. I've fallen asleep till crocheting. I've also done that. Welcome in anyway now, blah, blah, blah. Can we say hello to Frank again? Yes, you can. This is Frank. Frank can do his party trick. Woo! He glows. Look at that. You literally just charge him up. Okay, so just so you know, this is an incredibly powerful UV torch, okay? And someone said show a vintage item. I'm going to actually show you a vintage item if I can. Yeah, here we go. Now, I am a vintage reseller. I like to go in and find vintage glassware. I'm going to show you this thing, okay? Now, if you guys have never seen this is kind of fun, okay? You need a hint in the hunt. Where are you stumped? Just tell me which one you want a hint on, Asper. Okay, so this is a plate from about the 1930s to 1940s. Now, pre-World War II, they used to make green glass using uranium salts. This means that this plate is just a slightly little bit radioactive, okay? Not dangerously radioactive, don't worry about that, but it is definitely vintage, and here's the reason why we know how. This glow that you see, okay, that is uranium glass glow. It is very distinctive, and it comes up kind of neon. And if you can't see it as well here, but it comes back, it's actual uranium, I'm not kidding. In the pantry, the pantry, oh God, what's the thing again? Where's the, hang on. The pantry. It goes well with bananas, doesn't crow, it is used in sandwiches, not with bread. Think of something that is a dessert. So anyway, this particular pattern is, I think it's Filda, it would have been by Anchor Hocking. And no, this is not a regular flashlight. This is a UV torch. And it is a UV blacklight, okay? This does all kinds of interesting things when you actually flash it at stuff that's not, like, it reacts with fluorescence, and this is the reason why it makes Frank glow, right? This is fairly powerful stuff. You don't actually want to put this against your hand because you give yourself a sunburn. I use this for testing glass because I'm big into my vintage glass. But anyway, this particular plate is probably Depression era, so like the 1930s kind of a thing. You never ever see these. If you see like a plate with this kind of green glass that glows like this under a black light, that means that it is uranium glass. And the important thing about uranium glass is that it was never made after the Second World War. It is absolutely vintage. A lot of it would actually be even, like it would be antique. It would be more than 100 years old. This one is in phenomenally good condition. I picked it up for about $4. I will be selling it in this pattern and this condition for probably close to 40. So if you ever want to get into vintage glassware, this is the kind of stuff you need to know. Anyway, back. Okay, what else we got? It is actually safe to eat off of it. Plenty of people do. It's not actually dangerously radioactive. And how did we do with the blind crochet? Yeah, okay, we're not bad. We're not bad. Yeah, it's a very interesting. Like loads of people collect it, which is why I definitely pick it up. What's your favorite vintage item, and how did you get into vintage stuff? I got into vintage stuff because I've just like, I just like glassware, and I found that it's basically just a niche market. Value Village doesn't tend to get they don't have enough product knowledge to recognize vintage glassware, and I do. My favorite thing is probably, I don't want to say, I can't really show it on stream unfortunately because it's like all the way over there. I have a 100-year-old Murano Italian art glass vase. I bought it for $20. It's been valued at about $1,000, and I'm never ever getting rid of it because I love it so. It was made by a particular glass. Oh, that's the wrong stitch. It was made by a particular glassmaker essentially in an antique, and I love it. And it's part of my private collection because I do actually collect glass as well. Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite. I'm big into. Sorry, you have to actually use the command. But you've got it. You've got to use the command. Just have a go there. What am I doing now? I'm going to do one. Yeah, we're doing one more, and then we're going to get on to the next color, which is going to be the red. I think. It's fine. No, just ice cream, honey. There you go. Good job, guys. Team effort. Okay, so you found that. Did you find the other egg in this room? Oh, this is this half double, and that's that. Okay, we're getting to the end of this, and then we're going to get onto the red, and I think we're going to just offset this. It's going to be fun. There you go. Do that, and come on. That and through here. Right. Calling that good. There we go. Row done. Oh, oh God, I could talk about glass forever. I'm just like, I'm a nerd for it. I'm sorry. It's just like a thing, if that makes sense. Like I love my glassware. I especially love early American pattern glass, even though I'm pretty sure I am alone in that respect, because it's just not popular for no reason at all. It's really annoying. But I do love it a lot. You know, I love the cobalt stuff. Yeah, I actually have a cobalt creamer by Hazel Atlas, I think around the 1950s. It's one of their chevron creamers. And it's been sitting there for a while. Like it's really annoying that the really old glass, a lot of it is just not valued anymore. Like I have, oh God, here we go. Here's an extra vintage item. This is an EAPG bowl. Is what it's called. Early American pattern glass is basically the stuff made in the early 19th century to the early 20th century, late 19th century. This one is especially nice. Like it's in perfect condition. It has all the right kind of wear on the base and everything. It's got these amazing motifs. I love it. It's beautiful. Can I identify the maker? Nope. Still working on that one. I always identify my stuff before I actually go ahead and try selling it. I have to identify it first, as much as possible. If it's something that's really out of my ability to identify, then that would be weird. But especially if it's EAPG, I'm usually fairly good at it. Anyway, getting on to the next row here. Let's continue. How can you tell how old they are? Mostly by experience. If that helps. Probably not, unfortunately. I can identify the patterns using a database called the eapgs.net. It is basically this enormous archive that has been put together over the years of people who collect early American pattern glass, and from there they would have like the original catalogs along with the date numbers for these. It's kind of like, oh God, I've lost stuff. Hold on. Yeah, I'm kind of just. I'm unfortunately missing a lot of stuff in chat. I'm sorry, guys. Trying my best. Yeah. So when it comes to glass, like it's really just experience. A lot of the time I can tell what they are just because I recognize the styles or I can identify the styles. It's sometimes kind of tricky, but yeah. Oh, Asper, you're going to have to actually go and Google that one. Think classical music and planets. I'll leave it up to you to figure it out. Let's see. Do that one. Ah. I love the pink glass. Yes, that's real depression era stuff. You want Jeanette or whatever. Oh yeah, like I bought and sold a bunch of Jeanette stuff, and they seem to be the ones that are most well known for that kind of pink style of glass. Like absolutely, depression era has gotten really, like it's gotten really popular, I think, and it may just get more popular over the next couple of years. It's just like I love it. I have a few pieces that I collect over the years because they're pretty. Well, I mean that's the reason why you want it. Like personally, I collect Robert Held art glass. Like Robert Held is a local Vancouver artist whose work I just absolutely love because he basically decided that Tiffany was going to be the thing that he was going to ape, and he just makes like really beautiful swirl iridescent glass. I love it. What was your very first vintage piece? Oh, that's a good question. I actually don't know. Like in my own personal collection, probably one of my Robert Held ones, I think. Oh, more vintage items. Hold on. How old can I go? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's something cool. So here's another little mystery for you. All right. This is what's called an inru and a netsuke, which is this little thing. And it's basically a little wooden box. It's Chinese as far as I know. And this one has been like kicking my ass because I can't identify who made it. It is actually marked. It's signed on the base here. There's a little character. Okay, Japanese or Chinese, I'm not even sure. And I asked for a translation, so I think it's Japanese, if I remember correctly. But the actual motif on it, the little turtle and the little guy here, and it's the same on the little netsuke, which is what this little bead is called. The inru is the actual box, the part, piece of box or whatever. Like you can see the same motifs here, and this is like one of the Shinto gods, effectively. And I think it means like longevity or good luck, that kind of thing. So this would have been like a good luck item, and it's obviously hand carved, handmade, and it's very pretty. And I can't even identify the wood. This is another one of these ones that I just have lying around near my desk because I'm working on it. I'm still working and trying to figure it out. Have you ever wanted to or done glass blowing? I have. I absolutely have. I understand that it's actually quite difficult to do, and I have no idea where I would do it around Vancouver, unfortunately. Not that I haven't thought about it, but yeah, there you go. I think it would be really fun. There we go. Let's just, 1, 2. Yep, we're going to just continue. Yeah, we're fine. Now, funnily enough, I'm normally doing continental style or something similar. It's really just today is kind of a special day because like I'm doing a lot of precision work. I will tend to use English fast throwing style instead. Not for any reason. Like I can do a lot of different styles quite comfortably. It's just that for this kind of thing, I'd rather have like something I'd rather have just something I'm kind of something I'm kind of comfy with. Something I can do basically without thinking most of the time. Now I'm going to need to do a double. No, do I need to do double? No, I don't. I know, there's like a Granville Island, there's a whole bunch of places that actually do, like, they'll actually teach glass blowing. It's like, it's really cool. Like, yeah. Do you guys want another hint for the, what am I like? Do you guys want another hint for the scavenger hunt, or have you given up? Sorry if it's too hard, I really apologise. Oh yeah, River, you're back. No, don't worry about it. My husband was around. What are we doing? That's that. No, that's the wrong thing. Need to redo that. Where am I? Oh yeah, no, this is a half. Okay. What? I'm just gonna eyeball this because I've kind of just like messed it up already. So we're just gonna continue, and kind of hope that it just sort of works out. I don't know. Let's just keep going. I might try mosaic crochet or something on the next pass. Like, why not? Why not? It's all going to go to the same place. All right. Where are we? No, we're okay. I keep talking to myself, and I will also talk to the yarn. Oh, Asper, you're so close. Hey, Thrifty, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm messing this up already. Go me. Have you ever been really upset about a piece you sold? Sometimes. I did actually sell a Robert Held piece back before I was collecting it. That was a really beautiful perfume bottle, I wasn't entirely sure. whether I should have sold it, but I ended up selling it anyway. And I think sometimes maybe I shouldn't have. There you go. Good job. Oh yeah, Emma, go ahead. Like it's fine. I guess throw links in. I don't know if links actually work or not. I have no idea how to make the things go. Japanese box with doobie. Let me just check that. Ooh, that looks similar. Damn, 330 quid. What the hell is the Edo era? Oh God, I'm gonna have to. No, okay. Do you know what? I'm just gonna have to get back to that. Yeah. Just thank you very much. I'll definitely look at that later. Like I'm all about like finding out more stuff about the things that I buy. I just really, yeah. That's gonna be fun because I've had it for a while now and it's been defeating me. I keep needing to go back. Oh, silly. Okay. What am I doing? Honestly, sometimes I just like, I pick up stuff and I'm just like, I get depressed because I see stuff in thrift stores and it's broken. I think the one that really sticks with me is that I was in a Valley Village in Vancouver and I was just wandering through the vase section, okay? And I almost leapt out of my skin when I saw acrylic Tandy vase, which if you know that is this really beautiful, like it's bright orange art glass, okay? From like the mid 20th century. It's just the most beautiful thing. Oh yeah, thanks Fairy Queen. Just really appreciate it. Thank you very much for showing up. Have fun with the rest of the Raid Stream event. Definitely call back, see what else is going on. I'm sure it's all going to be fun. Really appreciate it. Hopefully the bag will turn out okay. One way or another, I'll come up with something good. Yeah, but anyway, this vase, okay? Oh my God, this vase. It was beautiful. It was the most beautiful thing in the world. I loved it. I loved it so much. And I was just jumping for joy that I picked it up and then just about cried when I saw the size of the crack at the back of it. And I was just never so disappointed in my entire life because it was easily a few $100 vase sitting there for $5 and I could not buy it because it's cracked. You can't sell it when it's cracked. It just, gutted, absolutely gutted. And that wouldn't even be the worst one. Like, I think that was probably the worst I ever saw. There's been plenty of other times where I've picked other stuff and just like felt really depressed because it was just like, it was nice, but also damaged. And it was just, you end up just looking at things going like, oh, what happened? Who hurt you? Kind of thing. It's terrible. But yep, that's how we roll in the thrift stores of Vancouver. It is what it is. It's not always the most fun, unfortunately. So let's see how many other colours we can fit into this. I'll just do kind of, I don't know, as many as it seems to be excessive, and then we'll just kind of figure it out from there. It'll be great. It'll be fun. Sounds like an extra. I love that glue. I wanted people to kind of just peacock. That's a good guess. I like it. It really does. I'm so impressed that you guys got everything so quickly. It's like, I should have done more. Guys. All right, now let's get cracking on with this. We gotta get moving. Because we've only got so much time and there's other streams to get to, obviously. And I'm absolutely making a mess of this again, but we'll get through it somehow. The cotton definitely on this particular hook is probably a mistake, but it is what it is. We're just going to, as I'm frequently saying, we are going to just live with the results of our own bad decisions and continue forward. Butter. I don't know what that one is. I'm kind of curious now. What was that for? Sounds like an extra. No, I don't know. I'm not gonna give you guys hints unless you ask for it. So that's not gonna be fair. Spread on toast. Oh God, which is? Oh, that's the other hint. Sounds like something when you throw something that. Oh, so I could. There you go, Asper. Good job. Pico's got another event for summer plans. He can have time to create a really long one. Oh God, I'll try. I mean, I was just trying to pull it together, I'll see if I can figure out. Like, 'cause I spent like a whole night just trying to come up with like 8 hints that I thought people would get. You know, oh, so worried that people weren't going to get it. I was just being really neurotic about it. Like, it just what if they're just stuck here for like hours and not and they just don't get it and like and they don't finish it. Like, oh, Asper, which one haven't you done yet? I'm curious now. It's gonna be fun. I'm really like you're doing this basically on your like well yeah, I mean you're doing this almost on your like really good job everybody who came in late. Fines, yeah. You get this when you throw something that you spread on toast. Fun. You get the toast one now. I mean, what did you Oh god. I'm terrible. I really thought the riddles were going to be just like easy. And I'm just really, oh my god, I got to turn that over. That's where all the answers are there. In my terrible handwriting, I'm sorry. Less said about that, the better. Okay. You're going to get done with this row. And oh, I did actually bugger that up when I did that. There you go! Butterfly. Alright, so when I was doing this with my glasses off, it wasn't completely clean. Okay. I stopped at butter because I was confused. I was right there. I know, right? Oh my god. I think you guys did amazingly well, and I'm really glad that everyone kind of got it. Like, yeah, you got them all. Okay, so as per the final room and the final clue, if you want to finish the whole game, is ballroom. That is the final room. So, go on. Need the final riddle. It's not that hard. There you go. I'll see if I can come up with like a proper game. Like the problem is that I was trying to come up with ways of actually doing this game, you know, and the tricky part was like, how do I do it so that the commands mustn't overlap, which is kind of important, and then the commands must also like be hidden, which was very tricky, I have to say. Like it's just, I was really worried that someone would hit on a command by some coincidence like ahead of time and would guess something that doesn't make any sense, or the commands would come out of like in the wrong order or whatever. I was very worried about it there for a while. But I mean it worked out. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, don't no spoilers. Yeah, it came out like thanks Lolly. I don't know if I called it an amazing job. I think it came out okay and it all went off all right, which is what I was really worried about. Just make sure that the commands actually did work exactly as expected and just like, yeah, okay. Oh, they could have been so much worse and it was okay. And yeah, and no one can redeem me working without my glasses again, thank God. You can only do that once per stream. No spoiler. Yeah. Okay, getting to the end of this round now. I can get on to the yellow, and I'm kind of thinking this is a brilliant idea. Oh god, just the setup for this, I was terrified it was all going to fail, or that I would spell something wrong. It was just, oh, the amount of worry that went into it. Show more vintage items. Okay, hold on. Let's see what else I've got. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Here's something new for you guys. This is a vase from 1985. Anything vintage is basically over 20 years old. This is essentially what would be a rose bowl or something similar. Oh, hand stitch, yeah. Thank you very much for showing up. I hope you enjoyed the raid event. Please call back later and see where we're going. It's going to be lots of fun. Lots of other events going on. So this rose bowl, you basically get little stems and everything in here. And the way it's been constructed is that someone essentially made a bowl, smashed it up, and then put it together with this. It is actually signed with a name that I cannot read, regardless of what I've tried. And it says 1985 on it, which is how I know it's vintage. It is a lovely bowl, and I actually bought it even not knowing the artist because I liked it so much. I thought it was just straight out of the 80s. I'm still trying to identify the artist. It's something like Harsey or Harsum, I have no idea. But considering just basically the amount of ceramic artists around Vancouver, could be literally anyone. I just love it because it's straight out of the 80s. I love the style. It really is lots and lots of fun. It's so decorative just on its own, especially the way that this top is. I could not leave it there. I think I spent $4 on it. Still debating whether I'm going to keep it for myself. Antique. You see, by Etsy's definitions, you can't be antique until you're more than 100 years old. Just saying. Those are the criteria. So you want to be, are you guys over the 100 years old? Is there something you're not telling us? Oh, come on. Just work with me, Yarn. I want to try and recreate something. I mean, I would love to. I'm not a ceramic artist. I'm strictly the fiber arts and nothing else. Okay, here we go. That's our red. That's the red and the pink on top of each other. I think I like that. That's good. Weaving in all of these ends is going to be absolutely bonkers, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll be good. Hi, farmer. How's it going? Welcome to the Easter raid. Okay. All right. Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to get rid of these now. We've worked with these. Thank you, Frank, for taking care of the yarn. We'll put those down there. Not dealing with them anymore. Okay. Next one. Next one. We got the yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Gotta get a move on. Gotta get a move on. We've got a whole lot of crochet to do and not a whole lot of time to do it in. And I'm going to actually be sensible and start weaving in the ends as I go along, because otherwise I'm just going to be here all day later doing the weaving in the ends. Okay, this is going to be super cute because this is so bright. Oh, there we go. Now in hour 9 of our, like, that's the thing, it's like hour 9. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. This is such a cool event, Picklebus. Thank you so much for organising it. I really appreciate it. It's just lots and lots of fun. I really like it. Oh God, I'm like, I've never done anything like this before and I was kind of scared. I'm just really glad that I did it now. Okay, let's do this. This is going to be such a weird looking bag at the end of it, but you know, it's fine. I'm just going to do a certain, like, we're going to do bands of, I'd say probably every colour. I kind of want to do one of every colour, you know? I think it's going to be, it's just going to look really cute. We'll see what it looks like at the end, you know? And funnily enough, I haven't seen anyone like asking me to change style yet. Like one of the, like, so, okay, fun fact, I do actually teach crochet as well. And knowing all of these different styles actually is part of that, being able to teach almost anyone who comes to me, you know. It's important to me that I have actually, that I'm able to like adjust or pick a style that the student's going to be useful with. Yeah, so, all right, let's swap over. We'll do a little bit of continental. Well, I think of it as being continental. It's not really continental. This is traditional style. If it was knitting, yes, I will change twice. I'll do a little bit and then I'll change again. I can change several times. I'm still doing doubles when I should be doing singles. What am I like? Forgetting my own head is what I'm doing. It really depends on, like, I guess how I'm feeling on the day. Is like I end up using like English throwing style very much for everything. But a lot of these is just like, there is not really a lot of name. There's no real name for a lot of these as far as I can tell. A lot of this I'm just essentially making up, you know, because I need some way to describe what I'm doing. And I don't have a name for it already because it's just not something that's done very often. It gets really strange, you know. Like, because again, like as just everyone said, like, oh, you're crocheting with one hand. Well, I mean, technically I'm not. I'm actually crocheting with, I hold tension and the hook in my right hand, but it's not quite the same thing as just crocheting with one hand. That's like something else entirely. I can do that as well, but that's not the same thing. It's just, Mirror, are you still thinking about this, Asper? Fun times. Yeah, so like it's like if you're doing different styles, like I can do 2 or 3. No, well, mainly just 2. I'm not very good at them. I'm okay with my left hand when I'm doing knife grip, less so when I'm doing pen grip because I find that it stresses my joints a little bit too much. With my right hand, I do a lot better. I do a lot of different styles, and I can crochet one-handed. But the English throwing style does actually use both hands because it uses this. Essentially, if you're, I'll get back to it in a second. Let's just, let's see how we are. The thing about English throwing style is that you do actually move it, but what you're doing is, it's kind of hard to see it because you're using your left hand to stabilize the piece itself while you hold tension and move the hook with your right. And when you actually do the fast throw, the hook hinges as it's being held by the left hand. and it's not obvious. So, okay, I've done a little bit there with this style. So let's switch over to pen grip. And the thing about this one is, if I can get it right, this one is a little bit more awkward because, like, this is a bit much. What is that? What are you doing? Tangles in my yarn. What is this nonsense? Slight interlude here while I try and fix this. I'm going to need to use something. Here's my, here we go. A little bit sharper. Apparently, this got tangled up and I didn't notice. Come on, undo. You're embarrassing me now, I hope you realise. Come on, just undo. What the hell? Is this a knot? Is this literally a knot? It is a knot. Oh dear God. That is a terrible knot. Oh. You'd think, oh my God, look, you would think that this would make more sense. Look, that was terrible, and I hope whoever put that knot in was absolutely ashamed of themselves because it didn't look like a knot at all. All right, let's just fix. You know what? What we say in this stream is that you just got to pick a direction and go. You know, it doesn't matter if it's in the wrong direction. The point is that you're making progress in some way, and even if it's all completely ballsed up, at least you learned something. And if you do come across this, such as breaks in your yarn, you literally just you just run with it. You know, you just continue. You don't need to. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be, as I'm frequently singing while listening to the Encanto soundtrack. Hey Beige, how's it going? Asper, are you still working on that clue? If you want a hint, do let me know. I'll give you a hint. This is the final clue, so. Oh, come on. We can do this. Yeah, I'll just have to weave in all of these ends later on. That'll just clip them off. You know. The cotton's good and thick and fairly sturdy, so it'll probably produce quite a nice bag. We'll see how we get on. Yes, a hint, please. I can't. Okay. It is something you wear. Does that help? I promise I'll make them. I was going to say maybe I'll make them easier. Probably not going to make them easier. Sorry. All right. So now we're doing pen grip. There you go. Yay! You got the final hint. Good job, man. Good job. Excellent work. Now people have done that twice. Yeah, there we go. Fun times indeed. Super glad. That's like I'm really glad that people get such a kick out of some stuff I just put together. Like crochet with the other hand. Okay. I can't really do it on this one because this is already right-handed, so I'll actually give you the option. Right. Okay. Let's just. I gotta check this now. Okay. So Lucy, you have two options for left-handed crochet. I'm doing it right now. You have two options for left-handed. I can finish this round, and then I will do a round left-handed, or I'll just go and do like a row, or I'll do some on my actual left-handed corner-to-corner blanket. So, do you have a preference? I can do it both ways. I'll have to finish this round though if I want to actually do a left-handed round in this, because I can't change mid-round because of the way the stitches run. It doesn't work that way with crochet, unfortunately. So I'll leave it up to you for crocheting with the other hand. Just let me know what you prefer, and I'll go ahead and do that. Just so you know, this is my left-handed corner-to-corner crochet piece. This is what I was working on when you guys were just jumped into the raid when everybody showed up. So I can do that. Here we go. Okay, let's do this. Little happy friends. Aster, I think you did really well considering it was just like it was mostly just you and just like a few other people or whatever. The first time it was like it took all of 17 minutes for like 40 people to solve it, which I thought was amazing. It was just like really well done, you know. It was like lovely. I'm so glad that everybody likes it so much. I can't wait for the next one. I have no idea how I'm going to write the next one. This is going to be insane. Oh, I'm going to split that now. Oh, it's okay. I'll fix it later. It'll be all right. Last stitch. This is all getting wrapped up. Trying to do color work, I'm telling you, it's a whole thing. Absolutely a whole thing. And let's just, come on. Let's just slip stitch it here and call it good. Yeah, wait, there we go. Right, good. Lucy, I haven't seen any message from you saying which one do you want to do if I switch hands. I can either do a row left-handed here, or I can do some of this. I think between the two, I'm probably going to do this. So if you don't reply, I'll just start working left-handed with this and see how we get on. No? Let's see. This actually needs to get cut off because we are donezo with this. Get it off there. There we go. And done. Oop. And I'll be doing well if I don't spill this. Just in case anybody is wondering, today's flavour of bubbly is grapefruit. And in answer to the burning question, have they sponsored me yet? No. I despair, I truly do. It's terrible. Alright, let's see here. Okay, you know what? Just for fun, we're going to leave that alone. Oop, just don't let that go anywhere. I'm going to do the next round left-handed. Why not? Let's go nuts. Let's go nuts. So I can sneak off to the kitchen for my midnight snack. Gosh. All right, let's see how we go. Where is my start? Here we go. Okay, one left-handed row. It'll give me a chance to actually practice my left-handed crochet, which again is something that I really need to continue working on. I feel like I don't do it enough to kind of, yeah, again, because I'm like the other corner to corner, I'm doing literally nothing but like excessive amounts of like double crochet. So I'm kind of just, oh yeah, no, this is singles, come on, like get with the system here, get with the program. And I completely forget. I just like automatically start doing doubles instead because that's what I've been doing for practice for God knows how long. Because that's just where we are. But you know, it's fine, it's fine. Here we go. Left-handed all the way. We'll just do the round like this. I mean, for what it's worth, I found that like left-handed crochet, I found anyway, is not hugely difficult as long as you understand that you're essentially mirroring everything that you do with your other hand. And if you can get the trick of it, then like it's a little bit of extra dexterity, but it does kind of work. It's just a matter of kind of, it's not so much your hands not getting it. It's more like your brain's got to understand what it's doing, and that can be, I guess, a little bit odd. Or, I mean, it's a little bit hard to get to grips with when you actually get to do it. But, I mean, practice or whatever, you can do it. And it's useful in my case because if I need to teach somebody who's left-handed and who can't really get, like, right-handed crochet, I could just say, oh, you know, it's fine. I can actually just teach you left-handed crochet. It's like, it'll just be, it's a lot easier for some people. It does present a little bit of an issue when, you know, most patterns are written for people who are right-handed and who do right-handed crochet, and you have to just adjust. But, fortunately, there's not a whole lot we can do about it. I find it easier than right-handed crochet. Yeah, I know, like, it's just if you're left-handed, I'm pretty sure that this is just your preferred way of doing stuff, you know? Like, I am actually left-handed. I learned how to crochet right-handed when I was incredibly young. My godmother and my grandmother were right-handed. That's how they taught me. But I only learned left-handed crochet a couple, I think about a month ago I started doing it. Because I thought, look, if I'm going to seriously start teaching like crochet as a, you know, as a legitimate profession and getting into a lot of the whole, like, essentially being able to teach for for accessibility and finding ways for everybody to actually do crochet, that it would be a requirement for me to kind of get to grips with doing left-handed crochet. You know, I don't think I can call myself a teacher unless I can really put an effort into teaching everybody, you know. Oh yeah, there you go, River. Like, I've seen a few people on Twitch who are left-handed, you know, doing left-handed crochet. And I remember seeing it going like, oh yeah, that looks like, that's like, I just like, oh yeah, that's crochet. And suddenly the brain kind of kicks in and goes like, wait a minute, that's the other side. No, it's, yeah, it is what it is. I've never done left-handed knitting, for what it's worth. I could probably try to do it. I've just never actually done it. I can knit both English style and continental style, but I find that it is just not my, it's not my preferred thing. Like, crochet is really my thing. Like, before anything else, I love to crochet. I love how freeform it is, how structural it is. Like, I have no patterns that I'm generally working from. I just kind of make things up. For what it's worth, I still haven't finished that cardigan. If anyone's been following my stream and you see the giant teal granny square cardigan that I've been working on for several weeks at this point, have I finished it yet? No. That's where we're at, people. That's where we're at. It's just that I wasted so much time like messing about with the additional pieces. Like, the hood is incredibly silly and I really like it, but the extra lengthening of it, like, oh god, that's going to take me a while. I'm on the last stretch of it now, but I've just kind of accepted that, like, it's just going to be kind of a bit weird. Looked like a watermelon. Oh yeah, a little bit, yeah. It's meant to be an Easter egg. Like, I'll be doing like another little bit like with the stripes, and then I'm just going to go, just finish off the egg kind of thing. I think it's going to be probably a kind of a boring egg, but I'm just like, I could sit down and work out some really cute patterns and stuff, or I could just continue crocheting. Because I kind of basically spent all of my time preparing this by doing the scavenger hunt, and then I just crocheted the base, and I was just like, oh okay, look, this will be fine, let's just get the commands going. Yeah, very watermelon. I should actually crochet like a watermelon bag. I think that would be really cute. I'm kind of into doing color work with crochet itself. Like, color work with knitting is just incredibly tricky, or at least I find it incredibly tricky. I just cannot correctly judge the tension. Say something in Irish. Any preference? Do you want me to translate something, or will I give you an Irish idiom? I will give you the choice. You choose what you say. You choose what you say. Oh, Déan Rauer earth féin fui cad ra. And I'm so funny. Déan Rauer dit féin fui cad is féidir ra. And literal translation, or is not quite literal, okay, a close translation would be, you can choose what you want to say. Sorry, no, it's not rude. It's just like you just said. It's like, what do you want me to say in Irish? You choose what you can say. Well, there you go. Sorry. Fun fact, if you're Irish born in Ireland, chances are you've got two names. Okay? You will have your name in English and your name in Irish. And I do indeed have two names. And I actually even have I have two other names, because I also have my maiden name in Irish and my married name in Irish. Not going to tell you what they are. You could probably find out easily enough. But yeah. Oh, come on. Let's do this. Let's do this. Say something in Irish. Okay, do you want to choose again? What do you want me to say? Go on, give you the option. Say about the event in Irish. Oh, crap. What the hell is the word for... Hang on. This is where vocabulary is going to bite me in the ass. Hold on. You'll also have your name you took for confirmation. Yeah, I know. I've got something like 4 names. It's ridiculous. Hold on, hold on. Let's gotta check a word here. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. No, that's not the right. Oh, for God's sake. So, a fun fact: if you actually do want to use any kind of translations between using the actual translation, like Google Translate, it usually has the vocabulary kind of okay, but the grammar is awful. Grammar is just completely ass backwards. It's hilarious. Okay, let's see. The raid call is we are hopping into use for hop further into the Easter event. Okay, let's see. Tommy de gléimisteach ort don imacht don léim in san imacht yeah, an imacht cosca. Okay, I think I got that right. Tommy de gléimisteach ort féin don an imacht cosca. Don a léimisteach an imacht cosca. Okay, so that really is just it's kind of a Irish translation of the raid call. If that makes sense. Probably not. I'm like, my Irish is very, very sketchy sometimes. Sorry, lads. Easter lady, if that makes sense, I hope I got it right. Like, maybe I did. I don't know. Okay, all right. I'm kind of done with that colour now. Let's see. Okay. It's a shame. Oh, God, it's a shame that Astra's gone now because I could have gotten them to pick the next colour. Hold on. Let's tie that off. Pick up the next colour in a second. Yep. You got the lame part. Yeah, there's no real translation for hop, I don't think. Not that kind of slang, so I just used like jump. Tommy de gléimisteach earth féin don a léimisteach in Sinmacht Cosca. Yeah, something like that. Okay, does someone want to pick another colour? And we'll get moving on this. This is where we're at right now. Watermelon. So what do we think? I will take suggestions. And oh, that's looking manky. I'll have to pull that back. Fun times. Anybody? Anyone want to do it? Light blue. Okay, let's do that. This one. All right. Go back to light blue, lavender, light yellow. You guys are just like. No, have I done the yellow already? No, I've done the yellow already. Oh, I gotta take that one out. Yeah, I've done the yellow already. Okay. I'm doing the light blue one. And we've done the lavender as well, so that's somewhere on the floor right now. Right, continue. I'm going to have such a ball of a time trying to get these out. I'm going to actually just I'll do a double crochet as opposed to the singles I've been doing. I'm going to expand this a little, I think. Here we go. Do one stitch and then I'll switch over. Why not? Yep. All right. Bit of a bigger band, and we'll see how this looks. If it turns out to be kind of indifferent or whatever, you can always just kind of stop and see where we go. The idea with this little bag, by the way, is that I'll finish it with the pink. Like I'll do maybe like another row or two. You know, we want to make it look kind of nice. We'll do like maybe a dark blue, maybe some white. I don't know. We'll do a couple of bands, and then I'll do the rest of it. Like I have some pink here that Frank's been minding for me, and what I will do is just finish the top of it, and I won't actually make it entirely egg-shaped because I don't need to. There's going to be drawstrings at the top, and that will make it look like when you actually close it, you know. You can close it and it'll actually look like the top of an egg kind of a thing. The top part reminds me of a watermelon, but I'll just be hungry. Oh, for God's sake, go get yourself some snacks or something. You've got a long raid train ahead of us. You've got to be moving on that. It'll be fine. Okay, all right, let's do this. We can knock this out. It'll be good. I think I'll do one more. I'll do one more color and then see how we get along. This is just going to be a very free form kind of a bag. Frank needs to glow. I'm actually considering, I'll just turn that into like a channel point redemption. Ooh, glow. Whee. He's really impressive if, yeah, I need Frank as an emote. Like, he is very impressive if you actually catch him like when it's dark. Normally I'm streaming quite late at night, like at 9 o'clock at night after the kids go to bed. So it looks exceptionally impressive then because he's just like, it's kind of a little bit darker here and, you know, and I can turn off the light and let him glow. And he'll actually glow quite noticeably for several minutes. Like, if you look at like uranium glass or something like that, it doesn't continue to glow, you know. He does for some reason. It's just that it's, you know, it's like modern glow in the dark material or something like that. I've never been able to figure out what though. So he just kind of sits on my desk and just gets, I don't know, just sits there and he's my mascot. He was actually, I wasn't planning to buy him at all. He did come from a thrift store, like just about everything else, I guess. But my daughter decided he was the best thing ever and demanded that I get him. And she ended up actually wanting to make a little video about him for YouTube because she was just so enthralled by the fact that this little glowing lizard was just hanging around the place here. She just loved him. So now I can never get rid of him. He just sits on my desk. I just don't have the heart to, you know, to sell him or put him back in the thrift store because, like, he's the little glowing lizard that my daughter loves. So I just let him hang out. And I decided, look, I'm going to have to just give you a name because we can't just have you sitting around here and not have a name. And then he looked like a Frank. So I ended up making him. I ended up just like calling him Frank. And that seems to have worked out. Oh, before I do anything, I have, wait, hold on. Where's the, boop. Socials. Wait, come on. Yeah. There we go. So if you actually want to follow me in social media with doing the craft stuff, I have the Instagrams accounts. Just the one Instagram thing, and then I have my Etsy store where I just basically, that's where I sell my vintage stuff. And some like little handmaids and some of my extra yarn and tools and whatever. That's about it. I'll probably be eventually selling patterns on Etsy as well. I just don't have anything up right now because I'm still trying to test my first pattern. But yeah, if you're curious, that's where you can find me online when I'm not on Twitch. Yeah. I do actually have an Instagram account for my vintage stuff as well, but it's less interesting, I think. I think everybody comes here for the craft stuff, not less so for the vintage stuff. Like, as much as I am a complete obsessive when it comes to antique glassware, I'm pretty sure I'm among the few people who are into it, you know. Oh, come on, let's get this going. We've only got a little bit of time left, and we should really try and finish this on stream. Let's see. I kind of don't know about the other colors now. I think I might just get the really dark blue, like vibrant blue, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. I will give you guys a choice of the final colour, and then I'll get started on the pink. And we'll see if I can finish this on stream. I have 40 minutes left, and I'm probably not going to do it, but at least I'll get it close enough so that you can see what the egg will actually look like, which is kind of the most important thing. Oh, come on. No splitting the yarn. No splitting the yarn. Good job. Right. We can do this. We can do this. We totally can do this. We're just going to have to crochet like the wind or something. I'm not entirely sure. There you go, River. Thank you. Yes, Upsex is sassy Charlene. I'm going to have to... you've got the raid... River, you got the raid call in, so do I need to do anything to make the raid call thing go? Or will I just let you do it because I have no idea what I'm doing, really? Yeah. I just want to say there we go. For what it's worth, I am really glad that everybody showed up today, and I really hope that everyone is enjoying the raid event, the Easter event. I've been jumping in and out of streams like all day, just kind of getting, you know, just looking around, and thanks River, really appreciate it. I've been looking around the streams and just like jumping in and out and just like panicking most of the time. Hi Nail Queen, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. This is like the end of my stream. We're going to be moving on to the next person in the Easter raid stream event soon. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I do know how that works. That's okay. I'll rely on River to get it done most likely. We'll go until the end time, and then I'm going to call it, and hopefully I'll get as much as I can of the bag done, and it'll be going out to Fairy Queen Axel as a gift, like as part of the giveaway. I'm really glad that everybody that everybody was able to show up, and I hope you all have lots and lots of fun. Like, I'm just glad to kind of, like, for the rest of the raid stream, I'm really glad that I'm just going to be able to relax and enjoy the streams. I'm just, because I've been very kind of like, just kind of a little bit scared, kind of like trying to kind of figure out what I'm doing kind of thing. And now that I'm done with, almost done everything that went off, and it was okay. I'm so glad. And now I'll be able to just go and enjoy the rest of the raid train. It's going to be great. It's going to be so much fun. And I'm so glad that we got to do this for Easter. It's like, I would never have made this bag unless someone said, oh, hey, you got to make an Easter object. Like, I just wouldn't have thought about it. Okay, let's, almost done here now. If I can somehow get the last stitch, not screw everything up. Oh, I completely missed that. I'm lagging on chat again. Yay. I'm so happy there's another Irish person on board. Yeah, obviously, there's like me and Quaid Rain. Quaid Rain is my husband. The two of us are very, very Irish, even though we live in Vancouver. And we will definitely be around. We do the twitchy things. Oh, yeah. I'm sad I can't remember. Yeah, Nail Queen, I heard that oh, that's right. You said you couldn't do it because of the job. I'm so sorry. Like, well, yeah. Sucks. I know. Like, I'm so sorry that you couldn't that you couldn't be part of it. Maybe in the next one, you know. That's like you got to get it in again. It's like it's not going to be fair otherwise. Oh, come on. Here we go. All right. The join here I think is a little bit rough, but it's kind of, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you just started today. Oh my god. Thank you, River, by the way. Oh, yeah, bubbly. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Sorry, I promised no swearing. I'm afraid I can't quite manage no burping. It's a side effect of the bubbly, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I mean, what can you do? Like you got to work. I'm not working right now, and I'm not even sure how we're gonna afford rent in a while. But like, working on the crochet thing, you know, is what it is. Okay, here we are. Nailka, would you like to pick the next color? I'm going to do maybe one or two more and then going to call it good. I'll just get these out of the way. So these are the ones that I have left. This one is just plain white, and I think that's kind of boring. And then I have two slightly different shades of blue. So if you want to pick one of these, I'll add that as the last row, and then I'll get done with it. Cyan blue. This one? It's like the brighter color. Brighter cyan, whatever you want to call it. Yes, okay. I will do this as the last row, and then we'll get started on the pink, and we will get a move on and finish this bag, hopefully. Let's see. Okay, we're going to do, yeah, you know what, I'm going to do some more double crochet on it. You can always sort it out later. Yeah. Yeah, just I don't know what's going on, but like I really hope that the job is being good to you, and that like it's not like, you know, it's not a matter of just survival. That it is actually like a good job and stuff. Like I think like having a job that you can go to and not actively hate is probably like the all we can all hope for. It'd be nice to have a job that you love. I don't know if I have ever had such a job, apart from what I'm pretending to be right now, or at least trying to be, which is a crochet teacher and crochet artist. Yeah. For anyone else who's here, by the way, like if you would like to keep following my stream, it would be lovely. What I am actually planning to do next, once I finish like the random little things that I've been doing, I'm planning on doing a large wall hanging. It is going to be what I'm calling a masterwork piece, because I want something that really demonstrates the breadth of my skills as an artist. And it is going to be a very technically tricky, like kind of. It's basically I'm going to produce the kind of a semicircle back and forth, worked flat, except I'll be doing left and right handed crochet in alternate rows, because I want that effect essentially. And I'm going to start at the bottom with the sun, and then essentially crochet up and produce all the planets. And the name of the piece is going to be Planetary Alignment. And I will effectively be adding everything in the solar system, including the asteroid belt and the Oort cloud at the very top. I'll be doing it with textures, and I will be doing it with like the very best yarn I have. And I'm really hoping that it's going to be a very impressive piece. This is not going to be something like for sale or for patterns. There will be no pattern for it. This is literally just like I'm producing something entirely as a work of art to show off, you know, just to say, look, this is something really cool that I just want to do. And I'll probably be doing that on stream. I do a lot of stuff off stream as well, but I try to do the more interesting stuff on stream, or just do something specifically for stream. But I think that's going to be super awesome. I have loads of great ideas for random things like to do. I don't know if you guys can see it. This is my little flower headband, which I probably should have done a better job with the camera, but I don't know if you can see it at all. I made this freehand. I just kind of did the flowers and got the thing together. It's all crochet. There's not even a button on it. It's just like a loop and a bobble at the back to keep it together. So I keep meaning to do the pattern for it and put it up for free or something online, because it's just like such a fun little thing to do. It's like nice, you know, quick little project kind of thing. And I need to do one in blue for myself, basically. I'll use some of more of my cotton yarn possibly to do that. Cotton just is, I find it to be really good for structural stuff. It just kind of lines up nice. Oh, hey! Exoalkali. I'm sorry if I'm getting your username wrong. This is a very interesting username. Hi! Oh my god, Darth, you have the best emotes. Oh my god. Nail Queen, you had to evacuate your island because of a volcano? Which one? Oh my god, what happened? I'm trying to think of like when the last volcano eruption was, and I'm blanking on it now. What? Oh god, I hope you're okay. That sounds terrifying. Just like Pompeii style volcano eruption? Holy crap. That's something. Oh, sorry, I'm just like, does crap count as a swear? Hopefully it doesn't. Ugh, sorry. My island is called São Jorge. São Jorge. I don't know if I can pronounce. No, I'm probably butchering that again. I am very sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. That sounds like I'm like just absolutely terrible. I hope wherever you are now that you're doing okay. That's insane. São Jorge. Okay. Okay. Well, thanks, Pickle Puss. I've been so nervous about that. I'm just going to slip up and I'll just start swearing a lot. I'm just. Oh god, it's just, that's terrifying though. Like an actual like explosion volcano. Oh god. And it seems particularly unreal to me, considering that I grew up in Ireland, and Ireland is right in the middle of a tectonic plate, and it has about as likely to get hit by a meteorite as it is to have a volcano erupt. It's just not incredibly likely at all. I'm splitting this thread, the yarn, all over the place. What are you like? You're just actively impeding me at this point. Like, we've only got a little bit of time. Dear airplanes. Yeah, I hope it all turns out okay. Like, that's just, like, of course you're not going to be in the raid event because you're, you know, dealing with a volcano. Oh, good God. Wow, that's heavy. Like, it kind of just explains, like, it's like multicultural, you know, everybody across the world is getting involved in this event. It's nice to see, but also, wow. Anyway, I hope everybody is doing pretty good today. I know this is, you know, like, I know this is a Monday, you know, and Mondays are not typically the best day. Certainly hasn't been for me, I have to say. I've got a full day of stuff that needs doing. Like, I've been putzing around with my Etsy store today. I put a 15% off sale on everything because I thought, you know, why not? I need to clear out inventory. I was at a very silly car boots or a rummage sale or whatever over the weekend. And I was talking about that on stream last night. That was an experience. Not a bad one, mind you, just an experience. Whoa. Vancouver does not know how to do a car boot sale, I'll tell you what. But, like, it's just been such, it's very strange. It's like this whole day has been a strange event already. And having, like, 40 people mob my stream was definitely the weirdest part. But anyway, thank you all very much for showing up, and I hope you're all just really enjoying the raid event, and I hope everything is going well for everybody. Yes, car boot sales. Oh my god. Pick up us, they don't know how to do it here in Canada. It's so weird. It is so weird. We finally found a place that actually was doing one, because me and my friend Wild Nomad is like, we're like, she's from the UK and I'm from Ireland. And we were just like, yeah, cool, like car boot sale, we're going to go over to this and I'll take a bunch of my vintage stuff to sell. It'll be great. And we got there and just like, they have no idea what they were doing. It's, it's so silly. It really is. It's incredibly silly. They just don't know whether, like, they didn't advertise it properly, and they were like, it was being done by a little church. They were trying to raise money to fix their roof and a few other things and the renovation of the building. And they were relying a lot on their congregation to get the word out, and basically nobody showed up. It was quite sad. But lovely people, I have to say, you know, really, really fun. And I think we had a good day overall. It was, despite how rather strangely silly it was. I think, you know, good experience. I'm not going to discount it. I really can't. It's just, it is what it is. Oh, I'm messing this up, aren't I? I am. Oh. Okay, let's do this. Last couple, and then we're going to spend half an hour crocheting like the wind to get the last of this bag in, and we'll see if we can actually finish it on stream. And normally, I have to say, I should be able to, like, I'm usually able to crochet quite a bit faster if I can actually stop talking. But seeing as that's not going to happen, we're just going to have to go what we got and see where we land. All right, let's see where we are. Let's just, come on. There we go. Let's just pop this in here. And let's move on to the like our last color, which is basically just going to be the pink. Like that. And cut. That goes away. And let's go. Don't worry about weaving in the ends. That is a later problem. And an off-stream problem. Here we go. Yep. Okay. There we go. This kind of looks kind of nice. Like, you can definitely tell where this is a little bit thicker than normal, but I'm pretty sure that like it'll come together quite nicely, and I will shape it a little bit so that it will look sufficiently egg-like. Never fear. Never fear. I know what I'm doing. Mostly. All right, back to the pink. Back to the pink. Oh my god, I've got so many. I'm gonna have so many ends to weave in. This is going to be interesting. Let me tell you what. Oh, come on. Come on, fingers. We have 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Crochet like the wind. Are you going to make a bunny to put in the bag? I generally actually don't make amigurumi, believe it or not. Like, it's not because I don't like to. It's just that I'm not particularly into them myself, so I just don't do them very often. I will do them by request, basically. I had a commission for actually some Junimos from Stardew Valley for a neighbour of mine, and then I ended up having to make two myself for my own kids because they saw them and decided that they had to have them. But like, that's really just kind of special occasion kind of thing. I don't normally do amigurumi at all. This is just going to be a little bag on its own. A lot of what I do is basically these little bags, apart from when I'm doing larger things for myself. Yeah, I am from Ireland. I born and raised in Ireland, and I live in Canada. I moved to Canada in 2001, and I've been here ever since. Lovely place, quite enjoy it. And both of my kids were born here as well. And soon, hopefully with the help of the Canadian government, I will become a Canadian citizen and I can finally stop calling myself a filthy immigrant. Yep. It's fine. Lots and lots of Irish people actually do this. We go to foreign parts and set up shop here and kind of be aggressively Irish at people. It's the accent, really. I can't do anything about it at this rate. I moved when I was 30. Ish. Well, about 30. I mean, I'm not. I'm old, but I'm not that old. No, don't get me wrong. I'm old. Older than most of everybody here, I think. But it's okay, kind of accept it. I've done a lot of weird stuff, in fairness, like for the fact that I am an old, or level not excessively old or whatever, I've done a lot of fairly strange things. Like, I used to be a senior full stack developer, like web dev, and stopped doing that job because I got burnt out. And essentially picked up crochet again after not touching it for years. Well, I mean, I was taught when I was a kid, and then, yeah, I know I look young. I look young. I have the genetics of my mother. She consistently looks like 10 to 20 years younger than she actually is. It's weird, you know. It's a very weird kind of effect. I do look younger than I am. But trust me, I am an old. I remember the 80s. So, like, I mean, I've been in tech for a very long time. Can't recommend, by the way, the entire industry is absolutely bonkers. What time is it for me? It is 20 to 3 in the afternoon here in the Yoli Pacific Northwest. Weather outside is terrible. It has been raining in Vancouver for, I think a couple of days. It got rained out yesterday during the very strange little car boot sale, and a lot of my stuff got wet, but it's vintage lacer, which means it doesn't matter. My stuff is allowed to get wet. I just wait for it to dry off. It's all right. Oh God, scratch that. All right. No, so I used to do a lot of stuff in my life apart from the programming thing. Can't really do that anymore because burnout and PTSD from burnout is a whole ass thing. But I have worn a lot of very strange hats. I used to be a bartender. I used to be a graphic designer. I used to be a marketing manager. I've worked in a Chinese takeaway. I've worked in nightclubs. I know how to make cocktails. Some cocktails, some of which you probably never heard of. I've done a lot of kind of interesting and odd little things, and I've picked up a lot of very strange and random knowledge. Not the least of which is how to distinguish between fake and real Louis Vuitton handbags. Oh, there's like the glassware is only like is not even the strangest thing about me. No, probably the sword fighting is probably the weirdest thing about me, if anyone cares. I actually had to leave my job last year because I hurt my back quite severely, and that was an old injury from doing martial arts. Too much martial arts, in fact. And basically my shoulder is kind of a little bit not great. It's been out of commission for a bit, and it's in very still, like, you know, from day to day. I'm usually all right. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling, you know. But I used to do a truly staggering amount of martial arts. And a lot of it was medieval sword fighting, which I have to say, highly recommend. It's lots of fun. It definitely lets you work out your anger issues, you know. It's the whole thing. It's really nice. But when I was doing it, I did how to fight with sword and shield, how to fight with longsword. Longsword is actually my favorite. I have a longsword. And if my channel Point Redemptions if I ever get enough people watching, I will actually show it on stream. And then you guys are going to be impressed because it's 5 feet long and solid steel. And I also know how to fight with quarterstaff, pike, saber. I could do a single sword. I could do a great sword. I've tried dagger, whip, sai, and a few other kind of things you probably never heard of. I haven't done sword back from like basically sword play from horseback, you know. I haven't quite worked up to that yet. I have done archery, and I do have my own bow. I found archery to be such an interesting experience because you'd never believe that that you need to be particularly strong in order to pull back the string of a bow, and you absolutely do. You okay? Oh, is your cell phone? Yeah, grand. Okay. Husband's going to go and get, Craig Rain's going to go get our kid from school. He's just wandering out now. Am I a LARP? I don't know. What is that? I did that. No, okay, never mind. I'll fix that later. I have done LARPing. Long story to be so many people's favourite. Yeah, I know. I've done rapier as well, alright? I think between the two, I would rather have a longsword because I think it has a lot more utility. But I totally get that is I think it's like a personal preference kind of a thing. I think longsword is kind of just like the best kind of compromise in a bunch of different like directions kind of a thing, you know. I don't enjoy rapier as much. I think like rapier is really just because it's like strictly a thrusting weapon, and I think it's like, how would you say? It's like you really only do one thing with it, and that is you can thrust with it. Like you could do slices and everything like that, but it's just not designed for it. And the fact that it's so specialized means that it limits the amount of like the amount of like maneuvers you can actually make with it. And a longsword is just like a compromise between everything. You can thrust with it, you can slash with it, you can like do strikes and everything. You can even do like, you could do proper pommel strikes and everything. You can turn it over and use it, you know, wrestle, melee, all that kind of thing, which is kind of why I like it, you know. That appeals to me more than rapier. But again, it's very much a personal preference thing. I think a lot of people like the speed of the rapier, because if you were actually doing a one-on-one duel, you would absolutely want to have a rapier before anything else. Like, and that's assuming normal rules of a duel, going to first blood, etc., etc. And before anyone brings up katanas, no, not katanas. Like, a rapier versus a katana in a one-on-one duel will go to the rapier every single time, because a rapier is far faster. Much, much, much faster. You don't get to like, just ignore physics in that respect. And don't get me started. You will absolutely get me started. I have opinions when it comes to swords. I've used almost all of them. No, I'm not a LARP. I've just done a lot of LARPing. I've done a lot of D&D and all that kind of stuff as well. I did tabletop role playing. I did wargaming. I had fun times back in college, I tell you what. And it was mostly going to conventions and gaming and everything like that, and generally making a fool out of myself. And some of it was schoolwork. And for the record, I have a degree in geology. Bet you weren't expecting that one. No, cannot recommend, I'm afraid. I thought geology degree was just a waste of time, because it was back in the day. Back in the day when geologists were just like, oh yeah, it's like like back when you were expected to do your map like by hand and not on an actual proper like GIS mapping software. Like, that's how old I am for Rodsworth. Yes, Earth Science. Hi, Phoenix Fire. I missed your stream earlier because I was panicking about getting a whole bunch of stuff ready here. I hope it all went well. What was my focus? It was literally just geology. I started in Earth Science and then basically did a 4-year degree, and the end of it was specialised into geology. That's it. College in Ireland doesn't work quite the same way as in the US, if I understand it correctly. The way you guys do stuff over here is strange. Yes, back before the abacus. No, you joke. And I was the first student in that geology department to actually produce their final year mapping project using modern GIS software. Everyone else drew theirs. And guess what? I was docked marks for it. They wanted me to hand draw the map. It has been, hang on, wait, almost 20 years and I'm still salty about it. For the record. And I still have all of my stuff. Yeah, I hope by this time they've, improved, but no, was not worth it. Was not worth it. I actually did a postgrad as well in modelling and numerical computing, and that's where I got my start in programming. But, but that was just like, I was just like, yeah, you guys are just not going anywhere with like not using any actual, modern technology. So I think I'm just going to switch to a different department, and I ended up going to the maths department and I did that stuff instead. Still not sure that was a good idea. But whatever. I am too old and too cynical for regrets at this point. Now, another thing you probably didn't know about me is that I have delusions of writing fantasy books. I have in fact written a fantasy trilogy, which is currently lurking on Amazon because my mental health has not been good enough to actually write in quite some time. But that, however, will not stop me from something that I've been planning for a while, and that is to write a book on stream. I just need to figure out what day during the week I'm going to be able to do it. And I'm effectively doing this because no matter how many people have told me it's a terrible idea and I'm going to regret it, I cannot be stopped. And I've just decided, I don't care if it's a bad idea, I'm going to do it anyway. Down to the last quarter, we started out, yeah, God, I know, right, oh my God. I'm going to just go and relax. And just so everybody knows, okay, I'm going to go and relax by going and make myself a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to sit on the couch and crochet some more. There's a lot of writers here on Twitch. I can reduce to them. Oh yeah, that would be lovely. I would always wonder if someone else is actually doing this kind of thing, because I would love to see someone else what's their process kind of thing. It's very silly, but yeah, I think I think it would be fun. I want to actually write a novel on stream. I kind of want to have a slot where this is my stream and this is the time in which I write. because it's very hard to kind of find the time to do it and to get into the right headspace for it. And I'm trying to get back to a place where I can write, because I've been working on the same stuff for years at this point, and some of it I think is pretty good. Like the first trilogy that I wrote, I actually published on Amazon. It's honestly, it's silly. Like it was literally it was not a bad series, but it was nothing like as good as what I can do. I just thought it was like, this was the series that I had to write in order to get to grips with like my own process of how do I think of trilogies and a few other things. That's really it. Like, and I think that like I need to kind of get back to the like the mindset of like, you know, you can write books, you have to think about like, you have to kind of get into the space and think about writing story, you know. There is a very kind of powerful Irish tradition called the Shanachie, as in like there's the person who is essentially responsible for knowing and telling stories. Oh, Darth, like it's not so much that I can grow in my writing. The thing is that I've been writing for something like 20 years, you know. At this point, I know I'm good enough to publish. It is literally a case of like, I need to force myself to actually get there and get it done, and to push myself to actually write something to write something and then finish something. It's like, I have no problems actually doing crochet. I will crochet on stream forever, and I consider it like, it's like there's no stakes. And somehow writing is more personal, if that makes sense. And I find it very difficult to just write something and then put it out there. And although I know I can write, I'm trying to push myself to write. Oh, there's no writing category, but if you go to game and search the keyword writing, ooh, I did not know that. Thank you, Peppermint Cutie. Thank you so much. I'm going to go and look that up. I absolutely will. But yeah, no, Darth, just definitely just like let me know who else is doing this. I want to see what they're doing. I want to just go and like talk to them about stuff. I'll like I was on stream the other day just talking about like what I wanted to do, and I said I wanted to do a fantasy murder mystery because a friend of mine called Mab Morris wrote an amazing fantasy murder mystery, and I thought I want to do something like that. You know, I just definitely I should just go and watch their stuff as well. I want to get like I should probably know more writers, and it's been sort of hard to get, you know, in touch with other writers. I'm on for The Lady Writes. Oh, that's cool. That is such a cool name. The Lady Writes. Oh, I love that. Like I like kind of talking to other writers, but about the craft of writing and just kind of like, you know, just kind of doing kind of literary analysis and everything. And I definitely want to dig into this idea I got for a fantasy murder mystery. I don't know if I can describe genre or whatever. I do a lot of fantasy and steampunk. And a lot of my ideas are just like, they kind of just start with me going, you know what would be funny? And just kind of snowball away from there, and then kind of get out of control after that. Well, see, now I don't know how much wool I'm going to or how much yarn I'm going to have. This is actually Bendigo pink wool. So we shall see. 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Come on. Come on. Let's do this. We can do this. Full steam ahead. Let's go as fast as we can. Get this stuff done. I don't know if this is going to be, like, if I'd be faster doing traditional style, but, like, just for the sake of it, I'm going to stick with English style for now. Oh, come on. And then I immediately cock it up. Of course. I'll go and look at it later. Overall, I'm so pleased. I'm so happy that everything went off great and everybody had so much fun. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this event, and I really hope the rest of it goes just as well. I've seen like a bunch of people doing some really amazing creative stuff for Easter. It's just been such a cool thing. And as soon as this bag is done, I'll see how far I can get with it with the yarn I've got left, and possibly I'll put a little top on it if it turns out that it's not enough to finish it off. I'll do the top in like white or something like that. I also remember coffee quills. They're based in Japan. Okay, yeah, sure, I will. I'll take a look around. The Lady Writes on coffee quills. Okay. I'll have to go back through my chat. I want to go back through my chat like once I'm done with this and just like see where I'm at. Did I do that right? I did. I'll have to go back and see all the stuff that I missed. Everything was scrolling by so quickly. I'm a newish crocheter. I was fascinated by you still crocheting. Okay, so just a quick note. This is called English. Basically, this is English throwing. This is the fast English throwing style. This is this is just one of many particular styles that I know how to do. This is the one that I do if I want to do precision work. It's a little bit slower and a little bit more, but it's a little bit slower than traditional style. But it's it's a little bit more precise. And I find it works well if I'm doing this thing in particular. If I'm just doing like big blanket pieces or whatever, I'll just start using traditional style with the knife grip and then just go mad. I'm a crochet teacher, and I'm very much concerned about a crochet being accessible for for everyone. So I make a point of learning as many different styles as possible, up to including doing styles for mobility and doing styles with like basically crocheting with one hand or with limited mobility in either hand. If, like, say for example, if you lost the use of your hand, or your left or your right, I could instruct you in a style that you could then use in order to continue crocheting. Like there's very different ways to do it. The big bonus of English throwing style, there isn't also a lot of terminology for the names of different styles. Sometimes people will see this and call this one-handed style. It's actually not. I hold tension and keep the hook in my right hand, but when you're actually doing the stitch, you're holding with the left, or you're holding at the base, and the hook hinges around that. Like it actually, if I put through, throw, and you can see that the hook moves and it hinges where I'm gripping it here. And continue. And again, it's not that it's like faster or any better. It's just that, like, because you're holding tension and placing the hook with the same hand, I find it to be more precise, and it's easier to perform some stitches with it, because you're not really like you're like, I think sometimes if you're doing traditional style, it's kind of a little bit more airy-fairy with the hook. Look, that could just be me. That's my personal experience with it. This is just like how I do it. There is also simplified throwing style, which is a thing that I would teach someone if they already knew English style knitting, because it's a very similar style to that, and it would probably be easier for them to get to grips with. As if someone did knitting already and found that they couldn't do continental style knitting, they probably have the same issues with traditional style crochet because it has the same basic mechanics. But I could teach them simplified English throwing style, and that would then, yeah, okay, gotcha, Darth. Yeah, and that would then kind of, they'd then be able to crochet. All right. Yeah, 5 minutes. I'm so glad that we did it all so well. Okay, River, have you got the raid command there? Let's get ready to go and make someone else's day. Yeah. Okay, just last thing for anybody who cares, I normally stream at 9 o'clock PST on a Sunday night. I'll probably have another slot during the week at some point. I do a lot of crochet. I sometimes do knitting. I swear too much, and I talk a lot of rubbish. But if you ever want to know something about crochet, or if you have any questions about like advanced techniques or anything in particular, I do love to help people out and teach them and try to show them like different ways of doing things or different patterns and all this kind of thing. I freehand almost everything that I do. You're more than welcome to show up and like basically ask me whatever you like, or just hang out, or do some of the channel point redemptions, which are fairly silly. We'll wait for the goal, but here's the message. Great, thank you very much. Appreciate it, River. You've been an absolute star. Thank you so much for helping out. I'll try and get this road. Oh God, I buggered it up already. There we go. Well, I'm not going to finish this row, but here's basically where we're at. What I'm going to be doing is finishing off the top of the egg. I will shape it a little bit, like probably about like another 1.5 inches. And while I shape it in, there you go. And then basically once I put in the drawstring holes and you actually draw it closed, it should look like an actual egg. It'll look like a slightly misshapen egg, but it'll still look like an egg, and that's the important thing. For something that I made with no pattern at all, because I freehand almost everything. Fabulous, guys. You're all fantastic. We're all rock stars. Good job. Good job, team. Go everybody. This is so going to need to be blocked. Yeah, I'll try and figure out another one to do it again. Thanks so much for running this quick with us. I do appreciate it. I gotta go and get some lunch now. But we're braiding in a second, and let's see how we go. Phoenix Fire, I love that emote. Look, okay, let's go and raid somebody. Let's go and annoy somebody. Well, no, you're not gonna annoy them. We're gonna go and just explode all over their stream and have a lot of fun and watch people do crafty stuff. So, one last flash from Frank. Look how much he glows. I love him. Look at just how much he glows. You can see against my skin like how much does he glow. He's ridiculous. Look at that. Woo! Good God. You had over 25 followers and anonymous sub. Hey! Wee! I want to put dices in that. I'll keep an eye out for more Franks. Yeah, we start. Bye, Karen. Thanks very much. I saw you following, but I was like, oh, it's Karen here. I've got 3 minutes left. Just we're fine. Don't want my top. Okay, I'll see what I can do for the summer event as well for like another scavenger hunt. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Maybe not a scavenger hunt. Some summer theme thingy. Thanks everybody. Really appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the raid. I'm going to be popping in and out as well. Look, Phoenix, you'll get the next one. It'll be fun. Yeah, there was a lot of chaos. Like I got to figure out some way of doing the chat thing so it doesn't get out of control again. Yes, curse the human ETs. Okay. All right, look, what are we doing? Here we go. Here's the egg. This is going to be going out to Fairy Queen Axel. If you want to read, no, I'll just like Darth. I'll go whenever you say that she's ready. I'll go ahead. You know, like I mean, this is kind of an egg. Nice thing about crochet is that it will actually stand up on its own. It's just like I wish I had like this is the only color pink I thought that would work, and this is wool, and there's a slight difference in size in the bands here because these are cotton. So it's basically going to look like an egg wrapped in bands. It's definitely an egg. It'll be okay. We'll see how it ends up. It's like I'm not happy with this join here, you know, because like I was going for trying to just like basically just get it so that it was discrete rows and not spiraling. It's just that it's slightly offset, you know. I don't think it's not my best work basically. I should have just like I got to do a little bit of work on that, you know, work on that technique. It's just it's you can see that the double crochets are a little bit more consistent, but there's still just like that weird kink there. I gotta just figure that out. It's like there's a slight increase there because I'm doing the slip stitch and then without replacing a stitch. Look, technique stuff I'll learn for next time. It'll be fine. Next time there's going to be like there's going to be more bags. Okay, she's starting. Right. Okay, kids. Thank you very much. Handing it over. What was the name again? Thanks. Thank you, everybody. River, do you have the name to do the raid thing? Can you do it? Because I'm terrible at this. Does it have to be me who does it? Is it raid? Hold on. Raid with the thing in the. It's sassy. Yes. Sassy. Hold on. Sassy Charlene. Slash raid Sassy Charlene. Okay. Are we doing the thing? We're doing the thing. We're doing the thing! We're doing the thing! Bye!